Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Dunn Creative Live. How are you guys? Go ahead and put an 1111 in the chat if you are here returning. Put a 33 if you are brand new here for the first time. And there's only 6 people, so it shouldn't be like overwhelming to see so many. I'm gonna get my music started. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is the music too loud? Okay. All right, Pooja Pandy is in the house. How are you today? Now we have 3 people in the chat, so it's real intimate here. Sabrina K, you are here. How's it going? Now we have 5 people. It's bouncing up. Hi, Neelam. Give a few moments to let everybody come in before we do our collective reading. And I think half the time it lies to me how many people are here because there seems to be at times way more people than they are saying, but who knows. Aries Void is in the house. Hello. Hello, Alex. Hello, Astro B. Lila. Earthy Deva. All right, you guys can see me. Okay. Oh no, it's not just fire signs only. I just was saying rapid fire questions because my guides are challenging me to answer things a lot quicker. Go, 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 go. I've seen a lot of other readers. They will do 30 seconds per question and they're on to the next, on to the next. I don't tend to read that way. Some of the questions that I'm answering on here can go upwards of 15 or 20 minutes for people, and I know other people waiting in line get a little bit mad by that or offended by that. So I'm trying to just put a little fire under my own butt to answer things a little quicker. And maybe not go into so much detail because I do very detailed readings with my personal readings that I do for people. If you want to know how to get in on a personal reading with me, you can always check the description box and find my email address there, and I will email you all of the info for that. If you're new here for the first time, all of my donations that you guys so lovingly give, your super chats, your PayPal donations, which again, PayPal link is in the description, all of my donations go to help my mom, whose house burned down in 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. So every little bit that you guys donate and every big bit that you guys donate is going to help her eventually, hopefully, get out of that camper. But no matter what, this money is going to her to get her on her feet again. Oh, you love my vibes. Thank you so much. Have amazing hair. Thank you so much, Mysteriously Kind. You guys are so sweet. Just got through the ad. Don't you love that? Oh my gosh. They're now monetizing people who aren't even monetized yet. I'm kind of on the fence about how I feel about that. Yeah, so let's see. I'll just say hi to a couple more people. I said hi to Sabrina, Hina, hello, Razane, hello. Okay, so I had planned as of last week to do a whole big special about this big conjunction coming up tomorrow, but man, I actually have to hop off here at, let's see, it's 11. So my critique group starts 3 hours from now, a little less than 3 hours from now. And I still need to eat lunch between my live and my critique group. So I'm not going to be on that long. So I didn't really get the opportunity trying to get all of the 12 zodiac signs for 2020 out on my channel. There's going to be 12 videos dropping next week. I really worked hard to get those out to you guys here coming up. And just all the things that I've had to do with the Christmas season and all of that just with my family, I didn't have time to do the in-depth analysis that I really wanted to do for this upcoming conjunction. But I just wanted to say there are plenty of other YouTube videos, YouTube creators that have talked about this in depth. You can go and search, on YouTube for information about that, what that means for you. But I think we'll just do a little collective reading before we get going here to figure out what you personally can expect for this great conjunction. And for me, this time between the eclipses and this conjunction and the new year and just everything going on, all these energies that are pouring into the planet, the main message that my guides have given me lately is just to be in this state of surrender. So I have a new deck. I cannot remember what this is called. Oh, it's right here. Let's see if we can dig it out. Oh, Power of Surrender cards. The Power of Surrender cards. So we're going to get like 3 cards from this deck just to see what we can expect to be surrendering for or to be surrendering to for this upcoming great conjunction in the sky that's going to be happening in Vedic Capricorn and Western Aquarius. Yeah, so it's about 6 degrees of Vedic Capricorn. And when you actually look in the sky, it is in the constellation of Capricorn. So if you're looking in Aquarius, you're not going to find it because Vedic astrology uses the actual placements of the stars. So you will have to look in the Capricorn section of the sky to actually be seeing this great conjunction tomorrow. But let's find out what you guys can expect. So if you're hearing me, if you're seeing me, this message is for you. Okay, so we have surrender to passion, and I'm just going to read it. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So really what a lot of us are going to be gaining as a result of this, if we can surrender, is this uptick of passion, especially where we felt stagnant in certain areas, certain projects, which, hello, I could totally use that with the book I'm writing. Well, it's actually 4 books that I'm writing, but I'm just really excited to get this passion reignited, this spark reignited in my creative side of life. And you guys can expect much the same. Yeah, look at this. Surrender comparisons with other people. So we are all each stepping into our authenticity. And I got this other channeled message earlier today as I was just kind of making breakfast and stuff. It's like coming up, authenticity is going to be a sort of currency. So the more authentic you can be, the more unique you can be to who it is that you incarnated to be, that's going to actually serve you and create abundance in your life. As like, it's going to be a form of currency. That's what I heard. So it's amazing. What else? What else can we be expecting to surrender to and gain as a result of this great conjunction? Look at that. Surrender stress. I think we could all use a little less stress in our lives these days. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And one thing a lot of people are doing for this great conjunction is it's happening tomorrow, the 21st of December, which is also the winter or summer solstice, wherever it is you're living in the world. But this is an amazing gateway, an amazing portal, an amazing opportunity for all of us to surrender what's not serving us, to create in our lives what it is we want to have and what we want to see. But really what I want you guys to know is there's a great way you can benefit from these activities, this energy, by participating in all the different meditations that are going to be going on tomorrow. There's lots of group meditations, collective meditations, and when you can put your energy into the collective energy of wanting a better world, wanting something better to be going on in the world with these energies, you can really benefit tenfold. And of course, you can make up your own meditation. You can find one that's already created by searching YouTube here. I guess you could call it the Great Conjunction Saturn-Jupiter conjunction energies meditation. Okay, so let's see what else we can expect. I'm going to grab one from this, and then we're going to jump into our first super chat question. What can we as a collective expect to experience as a result of this great conjunction? Look at that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And this is a major cycle. The end of one major cycle, the beginning of a new major cycle. This conjunction has not happened that close to Earth since the 11 or 1200s. As in 12 AD, like over 1,000 years ago. Like that's insane, or almost 1,000 years ago. Yeah, it's been like 800 years. So lots of new energy is pouring in. We are ready to experience something many of us have never experienced, at least in this lifetime. And of course, it's going to look messy. It's going to look hard. It's going to look stressful, I think. But when we can surrender and just be in these energies and be ready to level up, hey, Jen Jane, then we can really benefit in the long term. Of course, everything, every kind of transition in life, every change, even changes we're wanting to make, can at times be really difficult and hard to get through. But guess what? We can do it. Everything you've gone through so far, if you're listening right now, everything you've gone through so far, look at where you're at. You're still here. You're still moving forward. You're still going. Even if all you can do during the day is get out of bed and make yourself breakfast, guess what? You're doing it. You're doing the thing. So just keep going one step at a time. You've got this. We've all got this. We're going to each have different challenges. We're going to each have different beautiful gifts coming online. We're going to have a lot of new, it's just new. But of course, before the new can come in, a lot of the old has to phase away or die away from our lives. It doesn't always have to be physical death, but it's a very death card, very tower moment, this 2020 going into 2021. But again, the tower can still look very beautiful because what happens right after the tower? The star, which is that Aquarian energy, the age of Aquarius. I love it. So it just looked like on my clock, 11 minutes and 22 seconds of our live here. So let's go ahead, now that we're done with our, collective reading. Oh, thank you so much, Plus Size Barbie. That's very appreciated. And I will get the list posted here. And if one of my mods can actually take over, the people in brackets are holdovers from weeks before that we're just calling out to see if they're here. But I'm just going to add Barbie to the list. Okay, so if one of my mods, yes, here's the list, Intuitive Tarot. Thank you so much for taking that for me. Okay. All right, so we've got the list, and we're going to be starting out today with Earthy Deva. She has sent me one super chat and one PayPal donation. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. So Earthy Deva, if you want to post your first question as I take a drink of water. And today, if you're new or if you're just getting here, we are going to be taking 2 super chat questions and then a free question. And I'm going to try to answer these as quick as I can so we can answer more people's questions in a smaller amount of time, because I do have to leave here. I have about 2 hours to be live, and that's about it. So, okay. And at some point, we may have to, if the super chat list gets really long and all of that, we may have to drop the free questions until the very end again. But I may quite possibly be coming back after my critique group meeting, depending on how tired I am or if I'm still excited and wanting to do some more readings. You never know, so I may surprise you all and pop back on later today. Okay, so Anna, or Earthy Deva, says, "Hi Amanda, thank you for your time. My first question is, how can I feel more protected in my self-expression and creativity, interactions in general as well?" Okay, that's a great question, because many of us coming into this life, we, at least on some sort of subconscious level, a lot of us remember being persecuted for our ideas or our beliefs in past lives. And that makes it hard, even when there is really no immediate danger of us expressing ourselves, we still have this like past life connection or energy to the fact that, oh my gosh, if I speak my truth, I'm gonna die. But for most of us, that's not the case in this lifetime. But I'm just being drawn over here to the Sacred Traveler deck for Anna's question, or Earthy Deva's question. Okay, so how can she feel more protected in self-expression and creativity and interactions in general? How can she feel more protected? And I just heard, call on your guides. You have one specific guide that works with you just to help you have this confidence and also motivation to get things going. Oh, wow. So we have Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. So just your belief that you are protected in all that you say, all that you create, that is going to create this beautiful, protective, magical bubble around you. But your guide, this one specific guide, they want to come through and really have you feel their like cloak of protection. They're showing me them wrapping like this very warm blanket around you, and that's going to show that you are very protected, or that's their kind of symbol. If you kind of feel flushed, like this heat wave just kind of come over you, that's just them reminding you you're very protected. Oh wow, also you have the grounding card. Go deep, explore your roots. So for this card here, just getting out in nature and grounding. Both of these cards are taking place out in nature, and this one's in the moonlight. This one looks like either a sunrise or a sunset, but getting out and grounding when possible will really help you feel connected to the earth and help you feel that protection also of Mother Earth. I'm gonna grab one more card. Grab the Work Your Light Oracle, Anna. Okay. How else can she feel protected as she does her thing? Wow, Sisterhood of the Rose. Look how beautiful that card is. And it says here, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So this is telling me, Anna, that as you go through your life, you're just going to become more and more and more and more confident in your abilities, in the fact that you are divinely guided, divinely protected as you step forward in life. But again, your connection to nature, being grounded, grounding the energy that you're channeling from the divine into this earth is really going to help you feel protected. And yeah, with the priestess, the mystic, the teacher, that to me is you. That is who your higher self is in the other realms. That's the priestess, the mystic, the teacher. And you're really going to start embodying that here in the 3D world over the next couple of years. Okay, Gita, yeah, I am taking super chat questions, yes, and also free questions. I'm taking 2 super chats, and then I'm going to intuitively select a free question, and then 2 more super chats, intuitively select a free question. Okay, Anna, so I hope that answered your first question. So if you want to post your second question, you can go ahead and do so now. But that was beautiful. Yeah, just really connecting both to the earth, to your guide that wants to protect you, and to your higher self. These are all ways that you're going to be grounding and feeling really protected in that energy. Grounding resonates a lot as well. Oh my God, the thing you said about the higher self and priestess is so on point. I had a past life reading like that. Absolutely, yes. And you're ready to bring more of that higher self energy into who you are as Anna on this earth. So it's amazing energy. Okay, so we're going to be taking Anna's second question, who's Earthy Deva. And then after that, I'm going to have you guys post your for the first live round of free questions. I'm going to have you post your question. I will intuitively select that, but only post it once when I ask you to. That way we don't get too bogged down in the chat. Okay, and do we have an updated list? I know I posted it up here. Let's see. I just want to keep this current super chat and all of this current. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of housekeeping while we wait for Anna's question. I'm just going to add this next person. Thank you so much, Hina, for your donation. I appreciate that. Okay. So I'm going to post the updated list if one of my mods wants to copy that to keep us going. Oh, you already did. Look at you, Intuitive Tarot. Thank you. Okay. Second question is, let's see, if you have any message about self-love. Oh, absolutely. And we're going to go right over here to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. Whoa, we already have one. Oh, we have 2. Anna, I want to grab one more. What can Anna do for self-love? Okay. So first one to come out. Whoa. They're very slidey today. Witch, justice is coming. And when this card comes out, I'm just reminded that you're really doing your work, because look how clean this closet is. She's really done the work to clean out that closet. There's no skeletons in there. She's spoken her truth, and as a result, justice is coming. So any way that you've been wronged or felt like the world was against you, that's all coming to an end. And also with the number 9 here, yeah, the end of that cycle. So justice will be served as far as anything that you've just felt not very has gone your way is really what I'm seeing. As far as your self-love goes, justice being served is you really stepping more into that higher self version of yourself to really let go a lot of that ego, because your higher self will never speak to you in a way that is rude or condescending or passive aggressive. It's always a place of love that your higher self will talk to you. So if you're hearing a voice in your head that is calling you out, making you feel bad, that is probably your ego or some sort of external entity of some sort trying to get in your tough exterior that you've created. But we have the number 33. So that's the Ascended Masters. That you have a lot of divine protection around you as far as how other people see you, treat you, and all of that. But as far as yourself goes, I think we all could use more self-love in our life, but you're really working through that. And a good way to work through that, the nostalgia card, focus on the here and now, is, it is what I said about the ego higher self. Yes, I love it. I love when it all comes together. But with this card, this is just saying, when I get this card, this reminds me of being really present in our body. And one of the best ways we can do that is to ground or to meditate. So your power lies in the present moment. That's what I'm seeing. So in every new moment, you're choosing self-love over self-sabotage, self-love over self-loathing, etc. Your last card here, the Tree card, let them go. And yet another 9. So you're really letting go of the way that you've treated yourself in the past. And I think this eclipse energy mixed with this solstice energy and this great conjunction energy, you're really burning off, all the old leaves have burned off here. You've burned off a lot, and you will continue to burn off a lot about what's not serving you, just thought patterns, outdated belief systems about yourself and who you're here to be. They're going to burn away, and in place that, the higher self is going to step more into the driver's seat. But your best ticket, Anna, is just to stay present in the present moment, because that's the only place you have power, is in the now moment. You can change the future in the now moment. You can even go back and change the past in the now moment. So forgiving yourself for all the past, with that justice is coming, forgiving yourself for the ways you've treated yourself in the past, getting present, and then just releasing old belief systems and ways you've treated yourself. These are all going to serve, mixed with that grounding from your last reading. Those are all going to be great ways to serve your self-love. It's like I see this big cup and you're just pouring into the self-love. It feels really beautiful. And again, just being in the present moment is your best bet to be able to access that at any given time. Okay. All right. So let me just check the list here. Okay. Thank you so much, Intuitive Tarot, for getting these all put together. And then Kristen, thank you so much for your donation. Peach Love, thank you so much for your donation. Gita, thank you so much. Okay, so you guys are being added to the list, and you're so welcome, Anna. I appreciate you always, and it's always good to read for you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're here for a free question. Now is the time to go ahead and pop that one time into the chat, and I will intuitively select one of those questions. I'm going to give you guys a few moments to get them put in, so that if there is this bit of a delay on your end, you will still be able to see this and then get that in there. Take a quick little hydration break. Okay, let's give it a few moments. Let's see, anything else pouring in? Okay. Okay, I am being directed. Thank you so much, Peach Love. I appreciate that. Pooja Pandy, what does this Saturn in Aquarius bring for you? Okay, I'm being directed over to the message from Spirit deck. So what does the Saturn in Aquarius have for Pooja? Yeah, okay. So we were sort of talking about this with Anna. Look at that. Self-sabotage. So this is not what it's bringing to you. You're overcoming self-sabotage, Pooja. That's what this means. And I'll go ahead and read it for you. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So yeah, this Saturn in Aquarius, I follow more Vedic astrology, so for me, and if you look in the sky, Saturn will be in the sign of Capricorn. But you can look whichever one you resonate more with, Western or Vedic astrology. You can look in the sky and look in the sky. Well, you can always do that too. Look in your chart and see where this is transiting. Because it's Saturn, you can see what houses Saturn rules, where your natal Saturn is. These are all going to be clues and ways that you can figure out what this is going to bring for you. But as per the card that you selected, you're getting this sense of just not sabotaging yourself, really releasing those limiting beliefs about yourself. Saturn's in the 7th house as well as 8th house. Okay, that makes a lot of sense in Aquarius. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So this is almost like a Saturn return for you. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so 7th house is your, house of other people, the masses, your significant other. 8th house is, your partner's assets, your in-laws, your just hidden things, your occult knowledge. So maybe you're coming more into knowledge, your spiritual gifts, etc. Like that. That's all really awesome stuff. Okay, so we are going now to our super chat list. We have Neelam, and on deck after Neelam, we have a plus-size Barbie, and then I'm going to go ahead and take another free question. So I hope that answered your question, Pooja. You're so welcome. Okay, so Neelam wants to know, where is my spiritual journey moving toward? I feel so curious about spirituality and my journey in it. Also, am I healing my heart? Thank you. Okay. Well, let's see. I want to grab the Healing with the Fairies deck. Let's ask about healing your heart. Hello, Deanna. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. One of my mods will get you added to the list. For Neelam, is Neelam healing her heart? What does Neelam need to know about her spiritual journey? Okay, wow. Look. With your spiritual journey, Neelam, you are moving forward fearlessly. So you're really stepping up your spiritual game. Maybe you're meditating more than ever. Maybe you're just thinking a lot more about meditation than you ever have. You're really, it feels to me like it's just kind of taken over your life, but in a good way. Like your guides are like, yay, it's about time. Like not in a mean way, but like they're excited that you're really stepping into this more spiritual side of yourself. I'm going to grab one from the Energy of the Seven Oracle as well, from Neelam. Whoa, yeah, birds of a feather. So Neelam, you're really connecting with your soul family, your soul tribe members here on the physical plane, maybe even people here in this chat, or, your guides, your angels, crossed over loved ones, ancestors that are helping you from beyond. But you're really flocking up with them during your meditation, during your dream state, and even, of course, during your waking hours if you're meeting them in person or online. But you're really moving in a good direction. Like your spirit guides are like thumbs up. Like remember the Siskel? I don't know if you remember this. Siskel and Ebert, 2 thumbs up. Back in the day, they would review movies, and one would give it a thumbs up, the other may give it a thumbs down, but it's like your guides are like, yeah, you're doing it. You're really doing it. So let's ask if you're healing your heart. Neelam, is Neelam healing her heart? Woo! Yeah, and it's through this sense of forgiveness. You're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving others. Forgiveness really is the best medicine for us to heal our heart. So I'm absolutely astounded that this card popped out with your question about healing your heart. That's amazing. To me, forgiveness is the key to unlock a lot of healing in our lives. And yeah, you say, I'm in a roller coaster ride of emotions. I'm so sorry. Yeah, a lot of times that dark night of the soul, it can look messy. It can be heavy. But on the other side of that is an amazing rainbow greater access to your guides and angels and your spiritual gifts. So keep doing the work, because it's going to pay off 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold. Spirit's like, the more work you put in, the more you're going to get out of this, and you just won't even believe how far you can make it in such a short amount of time if you just keep doing the work. Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate your donation. And one of my mods will go ahead and get you added to the list. And awesome. Yes, you can ask your 2 questions when we get to you. Thank you again. And again, you guys, all of your lovely donations are going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July 2019. She's going to be hopefully getting out of that camper here next spring. If me and my brother have anything to say about it, we're going to get her out of there. Get her some better accommodations and maybe some new furniture. You know, whatever we can save up and afford is what she's gonna get. So thanks again, you guys, for your generosity. I really appreciate it, and I know she's over just beside herself with appreciation as well. So thank you guys for that. Okay, plus size Barbie, go ahead and put your question into the chat, and we will get to your question. And if you're here for the free questions, you will have an opportunity here right when plus size Barbie is done with her question. Okay, hey, thanks, beautiful. I'm an empath. My name is Bonita. Oh, what a beautiful name. Doesn't that mean pretty? I love it. I can say a lot about that, LOL, but my question is more specific. What I'd like to know if I'm pregnant. How will the situation work out if so? Okay. So let's go to the angel answers for you. Beautiful plus size Barbie. Beautiful Bonita. Okay, I don't think you are right now, because here we have in the near future. So this to me feels like when you're ready. So if you're not ready, because you know the little emoji that you have there, it looks like, oh no, if I'm pregnant, oh no. This to me feels like you're in control of the situation. So in the near future, but of course Spirit has this weird thing with time right now more than ever, where they're not wanting to let people know timelines. Of course, if you want to be pregnant, you have the ability to make that wish come true in the near future, but I don't feel that you are currently, just from what they've had come out so far. Let's go ahead and I can never remember what this deck is called. Oh, the Divine Energy Oracle. It sometimes answers yes or no questions. So we'll just ask what a plus size Barbie needs to know about being pregnant. And we'll get our answer that way. Okay, have faith. So if this is something you're wanting to have happen eventually, have faith that it can happen. But if you already are, which I really don't feel you are right this moment, but if you already are, have faith that everything is working out for your highest and best good. Let's just grab one more on that subject. Plus size Barbie, what she needs to know about this pregnancy. The test was negative. I feel something wrong. Okay. So we have here, ask with sincerity. So this to me is like when you're asking a question, you could be asking the test, am I pregnant? So this to me is saying take another test. I don't know how many days ago you tested, but I know every day after a missed period, or even before a missed period, but after the ovulation, I know every day, like those HCG numbers are increasing. So if you test again today or tomorrow or the next day, here in the next couple of weeks, or not weeks, days, weeks can really mean a lot during an early part of a pregnancy. But next couple of days, you're gonna know your answer definitively. So I'm gonna say if you've already missed a cycle, let's see. Because the test was negative, but I feel something wrong. Okay, no cycle. Okay, so yeah, of course, if you're missing your cycle, that's kind of alarming. If whether you want to be pregnant or not, that's kind of telling you something. But I would retest. That's what this is really showing me. And I really don't feel that you are right now. But again, if you are, you're going to know what to do. And it's all going to work out for your highest good and your soul's growth, plus size Barbie, or beautiful Bonita. So I hope that answered. And basically, let's see what this says. Yeah, a year from now, there's better energy to support a pregnancy if that's what you're wanting to do. I was just putting the cards away and this one came out. So I really don't think you are right now. So I hope that message resonated or gave you a little bit of clarity. I know when we're waiting to find out something like this, it's It's like every moment feels like an hour and it's hard. Oh, I feel good about that too. And yes, just retest, take it easy. Sometimes things happen, especially with these weird energies that are coming in. Now I'm getting tingles. This hasn't happened yet today. But with these weird energies coming in, a lot of females are having weird things go on with their cycles, where their cycles are really short or really long or anything in between. Like it's like our bodies are recalibrating to this new energy. So really that could be what's going on rather than an actual pregnancy for you. Okay, so we are ready for our next free question. So if you have a free question you're wanting to get answered, go ahead and put that in the chat one time, and I'm going to intuitively select a question from the chat. And then after that, we have Henna, and then Gita. Those will be our next two super chats, so have those ready to be posted after this free question, beautiful ladies. Yeah, stress does play an important role, Czar. You're right. Okay. Okay, I'm being drawn up to Victoria A's question. How do I become more comfortable and express authenticity around people and outside? Okay, let's see. Going to spellcasters. Okay, so how can Victoria A be more comfortable and express authenticity around people? Let's see what we get. Oh, wow. So we got two here. We've got empowerment. So this is really just Spirit's way of saying you do need to be stepping more into your authenticity and just being who you authentically are. You are amazing. And look at all that light shining behind her. That's what you're bringing in from the spirit realm. You are bringing in beautiful light that needs to be shown in this world. Thank you so much, Julianne Brooks, for your beautiful donation. I'll have one of my mods add that to the list. Thank you so much. But yes, you're being asked, Victoria A, to just step more into who you authentically are. And if certain people don't resonate with that, that's okay. Because you, like I love this saying, you can be the juiciest, most amazing, delicious peach in the world, but guess what? Not everybody loves peaches. So that's kind of the way they want you to go, is just be authentically you, and the people who are meant to be in your life and who deserve to be in your life, by you being your authentic self, they will be there. And those who aren't meant to be around you as a result of you being your authentic self will kind of phase out of your life. But you also have the fertility card. So to me, this is everything feminine. So you're probably, even if you're not like ultra feminine as far as like wanting to like, you know, all the stereotypical feminine things, this is just asking you to really own your divine feminine. This feels to me more divine rather than just straight out what society deems feminine. This is just you really bringing on that divine feminine part of yourself to really shine in this world, and focusing on ways to, you know, fertility, creating things, creating from your heart, creating projects, creating a family, whatever it is you're wanting to create, you're doing it from this more divine feminine place, and you're doing it from your heart. So heart chakra meditations, heart chakra healing, those are really going to benefit you, Victoria, to become more your authentic self and not really care so much what other people think about who you are when you are being your authentic self. Because I just heard, and it is Kurt Cobain's quote, basically saying, do you want to be remembered for something you weren't, or be remembered for who you actually were? I know those aren't his exact words, but it was something similar to that. And I think most people would rather be remembered for who they were on an authentic level than for some surface or fake level of thing. So I hope that made sense for you, Victoria A, and it resonated for you. Okay. Next on our super chat list, let me just scroll up a second, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay. So we have the wonderful Henna. Henna, do you want to go ahead and post your question? And then right after Henna, we have Gita. And then our very next beautiful, amazing, fun, free question. Yes, my friends don't know who I am. Thank you. Well, that empowerment card was really saying, Victoria, that if you show them who you are, they're going to love it. I think a lot of them are going to be really excited about who you really are. But those who aren't, they will kind of fizzle away and make room for someone who will to come in and be your really good friend to you. And you can be your true authentic self. And it's just like, you see your guides going, like a breath of fresh air. You can just relax and be yourself. It feels so much better. Okay. Hina says, hi, Amanda. How to improve your finances? Thanks for helping me in advance. You're so welcome. Where am I being guided? Ooh, we're being guided right over here to the, what is this? The Moonology. I forgot for a second. For Hina, how to improve finances for Hina. All right. Wow. Okay. So it looks to me like you're really working through some limiting belief systems around money with this time, as I knock all the boxes down on the floor there. With this A Time for Healing card, you're really working on your belief systems around money. Maybe you grew up not having a lot of money, or you grew up thinking you had to work really hard to get even just a little bit of money to put food on a table. But you're really healing that cycle or that loop within your life. And it says here, well, that was the Balsamic Moon card. Then with this New Moon in Leo card, it says here, confidence is your key to success. So you're probably going to be really working through that belief system to really gain confidence, because when we just feel, it's like that fool energy, we just leap and trust that the universe is going to catch us. And when you can go about your finances just knowing, not sitting there worrying day to day, but of course it would be smart to make a budget and know how much you have coming in every month, how much you have going out every month, maybe even researching ways that you can do to have some side income. And this, I don't even feel like this is you taking on a second job or anything. This feels more something you kind of do in your spare time, or like affiliate marketing or something like that, where you're kind of, it's not like you're not working, but you're not sitting there punching a clock to clock in and work another job. Like, that's not how this feels to me. This feels like something, even with the Leo, this could be something you're creatively making and selling. So, technically you are putting in a lot of work in that regard. But if you have some sort of blog or way that you can do affiliate marketing, you can find other ways to bring in income that aren't just going to be, punching a clock or finding yet another job or whatever it is. Grab a bit of advice from this deck as well for you, Hina. What does Hina need to know about her finances? Oh, we got two wanting to come right out. Okay, wow, yeah, exactly what I was saying about that fool energy, letting the universe catch you. With that Xana card, it says you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So really, those limiting beliefs around money, that also is limiting beliefs and feeling like, that's that kind of fight or flight energy where you feel like you really have to fight to protect yourself or to build security in your life. And you're really moving beyond that with the examination of those limiting beliefs around money and abundance. But you also, look at this, you also have the Fiona card. This is amazing. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So heaven wants to help you. You can ask your guides, you can ask your angels, you can ask God, the universe, whoever it is you pray to or talk to, you can ask them to help you, to illuminate a path in a way you can be making more income, or ways you can heal your limiting beliefs around money. Meditation is a good way. Affirmations is another good way they're showing me that you could really benefit from to bring more money into your life. Because they're not showing me you as this person that's just spending money. It's like you get money, but you're spending the money that you have to keep going. But they're showing me that a lot of times you think you have to do everything yourself, but there may be people in your life or, your guides, the universe themselves, that want to step in and help you. But a lot of times you block their blessing or you block their help because you think you have to do it on your own, Gina. That's what they're showing me. So yeah, just really work on healing your limiting beliefs around money or your subconscious beliefs around that lack mentality. And that will help you. That will help you significantly. And it'll also help direct you to ways you can be making more money without having to take on a whole bunch of extra jobs. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, Gita, you are next, my dear. And then after Gita's question, we have another free question. So hold your free questions for just a moment, and when Gita's question's finished, I will have you put those in the chat just one time, and then I'll intuitively select another free question. Okay. Let me just see what we got going on here. Okay, Gita says, what's going on between Pukar and me in love? Thank you. Oh, right. Our first love question of the day for beautiful Gita. Okay, what's going on between Gita and Pukar in love? What's going on between Gita and Pukar in love? Okay, I want this one. Okay, so right here it says here, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So Gita, do you have a romantic past with Pukar? Or did one or the other of you confess feelings at some point? Because there feels like there was something that had happened in your past, either recent or a while ago, that kind of made things complicated or more difficult than they needed to be. But you had arguments. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So what they're asking, what your guides and angels are asking you to do is release what had happened. Maybe even cut those energetic, but I say cut. Remove or pull out those energetic cords of the dynamic of your relationship, because new possibilities, a new path is available to you. Follow it with faith. So what they're really showing me, Gita, is for you to do a meditation where you're removing that old cord of your relationship, the arguments, the past, releasing the past to make room for a beautiful new path, a new beginning, a new possibility to renew your love with Pukar. Let's find out what else they have to say. So that would be step one, to do a healing meditation surrounding your relationship, whatever that looks like to you. Doing a guided meditation, a cord cutting, but of course don't just cut it, remove the cord. Yeah, so we have playfulness. So there could be use for more playfulness in your relationship. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. But we also have the deception card. This feels to me a past energy, not something you're going to deal with in the future. But it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And this to me doesn't feel very diabolical. To me, this feels like maybe one or the other of you didn't just completely tell the whole truth about how they felt for somebody, or, you know, one or the other of you, how you felt about each other, or maybe one of you during the arguments that you had, one of you lied about something like, well, I don't like you anyway, or something like that. But this feels to me like one or the other of you either omitted the truth or maybe even flat out lied about how they felt about the other person. Maybe they called you or Pukar called each other a name or something. But you're healing that. You're releasing that. You're healing that. And this is what's in your future right here, playfulness. So when you can even have a heart-to-heart conversation with Pukar, you'll be able to move past this. And if you can't talk to him, like if you're in no communication, you can still have this beautiful conversation with Pukar's higher self through a meditation, or just putting the intention out there that you're going to communicate. I lost my train of thought there for a second. You're going to communicate with Pukar's higher self to help heal what had transpired, because I do feel there is this renewed sense of playfulness and excitement in your relationship if you can do the healing that is being called forward to be done. So I hope that resonated, Gita, and I wish you the best of luck in getting everything lined out with Pukar. Okay. All right, we are ready for our next free question. So if you're here for your free question, go ahead and pop that one time in the chat, and I'm going to intuitively select the question that we go to next. So just one time would be sufficient, and we will see what we get. You're so very welcome, Gita. I appreciate you, and thanks again for your donation. Thanks again to all of you who have donated. I really appreciate it. My mom really appreciates it. All of your beautiful donations are going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a little camper, and we're doing everything we can to get her out of that camper, hopefully come this next spring of 2021. But yeah, thanks again for your beautiful generosity, everybody. I mean, words can't express how much we both appreciate you. So much, so much. Okay. Intuitive Tarot, I'm being directed to your question. Will me moving to Hollywood to try to get a movie role benefit me? Ooh, let's find out. Let's ask the awesome Angel Answers deck. All right. Will Intuitive Tarot be moving to Hollywood to try to get a movie role? Will benefit him? Will moving to Hollywood for Intuitive Tarot benefit him? Okay, this one turns sideways. Okay, so we have forgiveness popping out once again, and we also have it's up to you. So this is something, maybe you're forgiving your parents for the way that you grew up. Maybe you're forgiving yourself for the way you treated yourself and others. There really is just a sense of forgiveness that needs to happen before you take a step in that new direction. But after that, Spirit's saying it's up to you. Whatever it is you want to be, whoever it is you want to become, whichever steps you take, it's like it's up to you. You wrote your own soul contract coming in. And, it's funny because not a lot of people have that freedom. Of course, we do all have free will, but many people are kind of destined to one path or another. But to me, this feels, Intuitive Tarot, like you could just do just about anything, and you've got support from Spirit, from your guides, from your angels, from the universe. So if you feel this is something you want to pursue, then by all means do it. But again, after you do a little bit of forgiveness, and I knocked the rest of my boxes over down there. So I hope that resonated for you, and good to see you. And thanks again for all your help here in the chat today. That was a fun question. Okay, let me see who is next on the super chat list. It's been a minute since I saw it. Okay. All right. We have Kristen. Kristen, you are up next. Or wait, is it Kirsten? It's written as Kristen, but I think this is Kirsten Mahmood, or however you say your last name. You're next on the list. And let me just, sorry about my dog barking. Anytime anyone walks by, he's got to put his 2 cents in the conversation. All right, let me just find my list so I can keep it closer to the bottom here where I can access it. Kirsten. Okay. So I hope that's updated. The updated version, and I haven't missed anyone's super chat. Kirsten. Okay, that's how we say it. Kirsten. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right. So how can I improve my finances, or will they improve soon? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm being called to the surrender cards, actually, because there feels like there needs to be this sense of surrender. Surrender to or from something. Walking away from something or someone. What does Kirsten need to know about her finances? Okay, these two turned sideways, so we're taking these. Wow. So we have first and foremost, surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. And then also surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So really, this is you surrendering. Yes, this is Kirsten's reading. And then we have you, Peach Love. You're right after her. So if you want to have your question ready, we will get right into that. But yes, Kirsten, you are, when you can just accept the situation you're in, this isn't that fatalistic kind of victimhood type of surrender where you're like, well, I guess this is my life. I'll just live in poverty or, whatever it is. No, this is just accepting and loving yourself through this moment, accepting you are where you are. And then surrendering to Spirit, asking Spirit for a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, and just knowing, because they're showing me, Spirit are showing me like you're in their palm of their hands. They're very close to you. They are taking care of you. And it's just surrendering even to your own belief systems that you can or cannot make money. They're showing me you sitting there thinking, how am I going to make the kind of money that I would like to make to be able to support myself and to have a good life and to have a nice life, the life I've always wanted. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about your financial situation, Kirsten. Interesting, and yet that's what I'm thinking. Okay, yeah, gentleness. This is just being very, these two go hand in hand. Really being gentle with yourself as you make, because Spirit's showing me this is a pretty major transformation or transition in your life. Like, you look back a year from now on where you're at now, you're going to be in such a better place. They're already showing me that. So if you can go into this knowing that you're already protected, you're already guided, you're going to be able to make ends meet, that's half the battle, is believing it's possible for you. And when you can believe it's possible for you, then Spirit's really going to step it up and bring you opportunities, job opportunities, career opportunities, ways you can make money from home if that's more your jam. Whatever it is you're hoping to be able to accomplish, surrendering to where it is you're at now and surrendering to Spirit to ask them for additional guidance, help, little breadcrumbs or little job opportunities or whatever it is they can put in your path. They will absolutely do that. But of course, since we do have free will, they can't just interject without us asking them for help. So asking your guides, asking God, angels, whoever it is you call to help you through this, absolutely you will receive that help. And then with this gentleness card, it says here, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And to me, this feels like you're really pulling the plug on certain relationships in your life, or you're just not allowing certain toxic people to be in your environment anymore. Like, you've had enough. I'm really seeing that clearly. Someone in your life just, and I think this is something you've already done. You've already pulled the plug on this person, or it's in progress. I see like in progress, like flashing lights in progress, and you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to get away on your own. You're going to be able to do what it is you need to do to support yourself and make a beautiful life for yourself. Not just get by, but you're going to be thriving. My beautiful, beautiful Kirsten, you're going to be thriving. A year from today, you're going to look back on where you're at right now before this holiday season kicks off, and you're going to be like, wow, like the future you is already stepping back, like giving you a big hug, like it's going to be okay. If I could just show you, and now I'm getting chills, Kirsten. It's like your future self is stepping in to say, if I could just show you how good things can be, you wouldn't worry so much. So worrying is really I know it's easier said than done especially when you're really just trying to do something, just really kick something off. It's hard. It is hard, but you got this. That's what your future self, your guides, your angels want you to know. You got this. It's like that. They just want you to know that. It's amazing. There's nothing to worry about. Asking for help is, though, going to really put you on a good trajectory, on a good path. Asking even people in your life, maybe I get the sense, Kirsten, you're not the one that's going to be the first to put your hands out when there's something being given away, or to ask for help when you really need it. But there are going to be people in your life, and I see we have 22 people in the chat with 22 likes on the video, so you may be seeing the 22 play out in your life. You'll see the number 22. You're just going to be reminded that Spirit has your back and you are being taken care of. But what I'm really seeing, Kirsten, is you're stepping away from what was, because you're ready for something bigger and something better. So I hope that resonated, Kirsten. That was beautiful. I love when Spirit delivers like that. It's just amazing. And wow, we've really had some super chats pour in over the last few minutes. Thank you, guys. Get to Lecker Ray. Thank you once again for stopping by. Sabrina K. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much for your 2 donations. I appreciate that. So we've got 2 questions for Sabrina K. Oh, look. Intuitive Tarot's already on it. I don't even need to say anything else. Oh, I love it. Oh, Kirsten, I'm so glad that helped. And thank you once again for your beautiful donation. I always am so happy to see you here, and I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, Peach Love, you're up next, and then we're going to be taking our next free question. And we are at the 1 hour mark, just about 15 seconds away from the 1 hour mark of our live. And I'm going to have about only one more hour, 1.5. So I've got another hour and a half. I'm sitting here thinking I got to go already, but no, I got an hour and a half. So I can slow it down just a bit. I can hang out and have fun. Okay, so Peach Love, whenever you're ready to pop your question in there and we'll get right into it. And I'm not sure if Peach Love already put the question, I'm just missing it, or if Peach Love had to, oh, Peach Love says, how does this new person I hang out with and I feel toward, maybe I'm not reading that correctly. Let me put my tea down and get my thinking cap on. How does this new person I hang out with and I feels toward me? He is a Libra and I'm a Scorpio. Okay. So you want to know how this new person you're hanging out with feels about you. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is a love interest for you, Peach Love. How does the new person Peach Love is hanging out with, Andy, how does Andy feel about Peach Love? Let me just make sure I have all of your question there, so I'm not missing anything. He is a Libra and you're a Scorpio. Okay, so how does Andy feel about Peach Love? Okay, trust. So it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. So to me, this is just saying, have faith that this is going to work out for the best, and trust your instincts. If you're feeling like you think he likes you, trust that. If you feel like he's someone you can trust and maybe create a life with, trust your feelings on that. Let's just see what else Spirit has to say about Andy and how he feels for Peach Love. Wow, we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So to me, this feels like if he does have feelings for you, which I do feel, it's weird because I don't feel like he's got like major romantic feelings as of right now. But look at with this worth waiting for card, I feel like he's going to start to develop these feelings just by being, and now I'm getting tingles, major chills in my head. Yeah. So just being around you, just hanging out with you, he's really going to start to trust you. So for him, this just could be, it's hard for him to trust people in love because he's really been slammed around or had a lot of heartbreak in his past, or just he's really new to this. I'm feeling more like he did have a really toxic ex or maybe a couple that just really didn't do the best for him, or really didn't put him first ever. But he's going to come to find out that you are worth waiting for, and that it is okay and it is safe for him to eventually step into a relationship with you, because we do have divine timing is at work in your love life. But I do want to grab one more from the Lover's Oracle just to see what we need to know, how Andy feels about Peach Love. How does Andy feel about Peach Love? Okay, so it says here, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So you may have already laid the groundwork for this relationship to develop into something more. But at the very least, the time that you're investing hanging out with Andy, to me, Peach Love, this feels like it's a slow burn. Have you ever heard that expression, a slow burn? They use this expression a lot in romances, romantic comedies. A slow burn is like a friendship, and then it slowly, kind of Taurus energy, it slowly develops into something more. But a lot of times by building that really solid friendship and then developing it into something more, it creates a longer lasting relationship than something that was just, like hot and fiery and burned, and then it burned out before it really could get going and get legs or gain traction. So this to me feels like a friendship that's just going to eventually evolve into something more of a romantic love. So I hope that resonated for you, Peach Love. Okay, we're ready for our next free question. So if you have a question you'd like answered for free, go ahead and pop that in the chat just one time, and I will go ahead and intuitively select the next question. I do have time for a super chat, Alyssa. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're so welcome, Peach Love. Yeah, it feels like something, you're both going to just really spend time together, create a beautiful relationship together, and it's so much more stable foundation than a love interest that you just get together and it burns out before it gets going. So you're really building a solid foundation. Okay. So Jen Jane, I'm being drawn to your question. Will my career take an upturn soon? Okay. Let's find out from the Angel Answers deck. For Jen Jane, will her career take off soon? All right. Wow, so we have Ask Your Angels. So there's a missing piece right now. There's something missing in really making it just jump to the next level. And to me, this feels like just moving through these transitionary energies that we have going on, but asking your angels for guidance or help in leveling up to the next step in your job, or if a whole new direction comes up, whatever it is. But look what else came out. This came out every time. This has come out, proper English. This has come out all 3 times we've used this deck so far today. So there is this sense of forgiveness. And this to me feels like past jobs that you've had, or past bosses you've had that you still harbor some resentment or hatred or just not great energy toward. This feels like it was possibly a job you left on circumstances that weren't the best. You left because you felt you had to get out of that job. And wow, they just did some really weird thing with my head. Like my brain felt like it jiggled like a jello inside my head just then. So maybe at your job, that job that you left that you just felt really toxic, that people maybe were in your head playing games with you, and it didn't feel right. But asking your angels for guidance for a step in a new direction, in the right direction, that's really going to help you. Distrust, you're right. Yeah. It's like my head got real confused for a second. I'm like, wait, what's going on? It's like jello on a plate, like a big thing of jello, and then it just kind of all shifts. Like that's what it felt like inside my head for a second. But yeah, working through forgiving that, removing the energetic cord that job has created for you, and just opening yourself up for the best opportunities for your highest good, asking your angels to facilitate, because remember, free will, they can't just intervene on our behalf, even though I think sometimes they wish that we'd just ask them to do more for us, and then they can. So meditation, I think, is really going to bring you answers, Jen Jane, but I'm just going to grab one more card about your question, how you can really have an upturn in your career. Whoa, that one flipped right out. Look, love yourself. Self-love. Self-love is going to play a major role, and that sense of forgiveness, just forgiving yourself for not being where you wanted to see yourself in your career. Thinking back when you were in high school or young, thinking by this age, I'm going to be doing this or that, or I'm going to have this much money, or I'm going to have this type of house. Just loving yourself through these transitions, because you are transitioning to something that's better serving you, something that's going to create more abundance in your life, and something that's going to be way more fulfilling for you, Jen Jane. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, we are on to our next super chat donations. Deanna, you're next. Go ahead and pop your question right there in the chat. And thank you, Alyssa, for your awesome donation. I'm going to make sure that we have you added to the list as well. All right. You're so welcome, Jen Jane. I appreciate that. Okay, Deanna, you are up next, and you have your question already there. And then Jennifer, you're on deck after that. So if you can have your question ready, we can jump right into it after Deanna's question. And I just want to make sure, okay, Alyssa, make sure you're added to the list here as well. We'll scroll up here to my list. Okay, so I think one of my mods can get Alyssa added to the list. Oh, look at that. There we go. Thank you so much, Intuitive Tarot, for keeping the list for me today. Okay, Deanna wants to know, will I be able to have a successful and fulfilling career with music? I want to help heal people through music, but I don't know if this is my calling or path. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the life purpose oracle for Deanna's question. Whoa. We had a whole chunk, and one of them that popped at the top was the career change card, but there were so many of them. I want to ask the question first. So Deanna, will Deanna be able to have a successful, fulfilling career with music? She wants to help people through music, but doesn't know if this is her calling. Well, you have the builder card. Your innate ability to build and create things brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So to me, this feels like you are just, whatever it is you want to create or build in this life, it is divinely guided. So the fact you're being really called to bring forth the music, I would say go out on that path, go out on that limb. Even if you're not making a lot of money on it to begin with, I feel like it's a definite good step in the right direction. You also have the protected card. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So to me, this feels like something you'll kind of be doing on the side for a while, maybe not as your main income. But that's not to say you can't eventually create a main income out of this, because the study card just flew out. Reading, research, and educating will education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So maybe you're really researching ways you can bring your music to people. I don't know if it's like Apple Music or Spotify, or how artists put their music out these days. Going to school for science, but really want to do music. Wow. And you know, Spirit's like showing me, it's like your science stuff is one plug and your music is another, and they're plugging them together. Like there's a way, somehow, some way you can combine this science that you're learning with the music you want to produce. And you're going to school for science but really want to do music. Wow. Yes, I'm researching how to make my own music. Wow. So we also have the yoga card. So it says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So really doing the meditation, doing the yoga, that's really going to help you just get in alignment. Really get in alignment. Your energy's all aligned to figure out the best way forward with this music track. Options. You've got many options, Deanna, in how you can go about bringing this music to the people. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So there's multiple ways you can make this thing happen. And it's not to say if you choose one avenue with your music that eventually you can't shift that and do something else. Because it feels to me like you're going to start out doing it one way and it's going to work perfectly for you for a while. But things may take off to a point where it's just you're going to need more support, or more like a better platform. Like that's what they're showing me. Yeah, and then the career change card pops out again. So it's like you may shift the way you do this career totally to where you're still doing the music, but it feels like a whole new ball game, a whole new way you're doing things. Then with the sensitivity card, it says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So you're really becoming more, your spiritual gifts are coming more online, and it's really helping you tap into ways that this music is going to help people. And maybe even your research mixed with your spiritual gifts, that's going to help people. That's going to help you help people tap into their own spiritual gifts through your amazing music. Yes, that resonates. Will I be well known, recognized for my work? Wow, I'm becoming sensitive, and yes, intuitive. That's so true. Okay, so let's ask if you will be well known. 2 just popped out. Wow, so we have children. So I don't know if you had planned to make music that really benefits children, but it says your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So maybe this music really resonates with children or heals children. But we have let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So to me, this doesn't feel like walk away from your music career. No. This is much like Jen Jane's reading, where you're releasing the cords of past jobs, past places you've worked, because the way you're going to be doing this music is so different. Because as an entrepreneur, life and work is so much. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like working for myself. I don't have to bow down to anyone else's rules. I'm doing it my way. And even though I do work more hours a lot when I work for myself, to me, it feels like it's just, the work isn't work. I love it so much. I just feel like I'm making an investment in my future and in the future of those I'm helping. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. We've got author and counseling. So you're writing music, you're creating music, and you may even eventually be writing books, because authoring books, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So to me, with these two cards, you probably will be pretty well known, at least in the type of musical genre that you're hoping to produce. Counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And it's funny, empathetic ear, that just reminds me of a person listening to music. They're hearing that. I want to help youth, teenagers with life and struggles. Wow, I need to walk away from my 9-to-5 type job that won't fulfill me. Yes, wow. Yeah, you've already got a nice foundation. You're figuring things out. This doesn't feel like it's going to be something that just takes off overnight, but as a result of the hard work that you're willing to put in, and of course, you may be working another kind of job as you go through this transition, but you're going to make it work. And again, something you build slowly and steadily over the course of time usually lasts a lot longer than something that takes off right away and you're so overwhelmed you don't even know how to keep going that you just decide to walk away. This feels very Taurus energy, very slow and steady. You're building it, you're researching, you're putting it into play as you go, and you'll be supported. You can ask your guides and angels for help, Deanna. Yes, I'm willing to put in that work. Thank you. All this makes sense. I'm so glad that resonated for you and could bring you some guidance. That's what I'm here for. Okay, Jennifer, it is your turn. Okay, so number 1, is Justin a love connection, or should I be taking, is Justin a love connection I should be taking seriously? It's long distance and I'm not single currently. It's a third party situation. Okay. Second question, why did this happen? Okay, so let's see. Let me get my angel answers for the first part. So is Justin a love connection that Jennifer should be taking seriously? Whoa, we got 2 that really want to come out. Wow, so we have the no card with an exclamation point, but then we also have success with an exclamation point. So to me, this really feels like, getting even into the second part of your question, why did this happen? This was to point out something within you, Jennifer. That's what this is showing me. But I don't think Justin is the way that this is meant to go. That's not to say, though, that the person you're with is the right choice either. Because to me, this woke you up to something deep within you that makes you feel like you could do better. The fact that you're even entertaining the thought of Justin lets me know that you could probably do better, hun. Let's just see. Let's maybe ask about existing person and Justin just to see intentions. But I'm really feeling like you're just really examining yourself. It's like this third party situation has kind of led you back home to yourself, and will continue to lead you home to where you're really seeking answers from within rather than trying to see, well, should I be with this person or this person? It's really directing you back home, like you should be with this person. And then anyone else you decide to be with is extraneous. Okay, so yeah, I think with Justin, with that honeymoon card, he's someone that makes you feel good about yourself. But to me, this doesn't feel like a long-term thing. And I know, honeymoon, that's resulting after marriage, but I'm really not seeing it that way with Justin. This feels like he just woke something up with it. They're showing me like this bear that was hibernating, and someone had jumped into the cave to startle the bear. And the bear is Jennifer's better version of herself. That's what they're showing me. Like Justin woke something within you. So that was his purpose. The purpose for the connection. Not to say you can't be friends with Justin, because I feel like he'd be a great friend. A great person to have in your life, is a cheerleader, someone to, talk to and that type of thing. But the success of this card here is just bringing you back home to yourself. And as a result of that, I actually want to get a Believe in Your Own Magic card for you. Okay, for Jennifer. What does Jennifer need to know? Okay, so we had two wanted to come out. So we'll start here. Okay, potion. Remember to practice self-love. I mean, it all just goes back to that, doesn't it? Doesn't it really? Every external relationship is just a reflection of that love that we have for ourselves within. And especially when we're not totally feeling that love on the inside, it can confuse things in other relationships. The number 24 is that number 6 of unconditional love. You're really becoming your own mother. Maybe you're doing some healing with your childhood traumas and wounds and just really coming back home to yourself is what I'm seeing. And then again with the tree, let them go. So letting go of the people that aren't serving you. I don't just feel like, oh, this means let Justin go. I think he could be a very solid friend. But this might even be pointing to the relationship that you're currently in where you're realizing maybe this isn't quite right for you either. Not to say that person has to be completely out of your life, but I don't know if they're the best match for you long term is really what it's showing me. But that number 9 is the end of a cycle. And the reason this whole thing popped off and happened was just to point out to you that you could really use more self-love. And as a result of doing that inner work and coming back home to yourself, you're going to actually just maybe fall out of alignment with both parties involved here. That's not to say you'll never find anyone after that, but so I'm sure let go of my current partner. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this is pointing to. Of course, use your own judgment, your own intuition. But the fact, yeah, the success card that popped out to me just feels like a success for you. You're successfully tapping into that self-love and all of that. But that's not to say there isn't some sort of love after all of this. Because I do feel there is someone better for you. It's just these people that you're with or think you could be with, they're really not right for you. And they're like showing me that once you really awaken to that inner piece of yourself, Jennifer, and you really do that inner work, you work on loving yourself, you work on leveling yourself up, you're going to be in a whole other arena energetically that, you know, a year from now, whenever, you really do that work and, you know, go within that journey within, the person that you're going to become as a result of that is going to be able to attract someone way more high vibe, way more on your level, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, that's going to be way better suited for you than anyone you've been with so far. So I hope that resonates and made sense. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but, you know, when spirit's coming out, I got to say what they say. And of course, if none of it resonated, oh, it does resonate. Okay, good. But I always say if something doesn't feel right, always trust your judgment over some girl on the internet, right? Okay, I am glad though that it resonated. So hopefully that can bring you a little bit of direction and guidance. Okay, so we're ready for our very next free question, I do believe. So if you have a question you'd like answered for free, go ahead and pop that in the chat one time and I will intuitively select from the group, from the chat. So now is your time to shine. If you have a free question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Give it a few moments just to account for any lag time we have. And we've got 22 people in the house and 25 likes on the video. So thank you guys for your likes. That really helps me out. Thank you so much. All right. So I think I've given you guys enough time to get your question out. I'm being directed here to L. Bennett. Why am I seeing blue flashes of color? Is there a message from my guides? Ooh, I love that question. Let's see what message your guides have. I do intuitively feel that's what that is. And a lot of times when the color blue shows up as lights around me, that is Archangel Michael. So I'm gonna bet that you are of the blue ray or indigo ray of souls, L, and that you probably do work a lot with Archangel Michael. But you also have this gift of clairaudience. They're wanting you to know that. So Archangel Zadkiel says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. And you may even be getting a lot of information or synchronicities through music coming up, Elle, or maybe you've already been experiencing some weird, like, little glitches with music. Like, as an example, I was listening to Kurt Cobain's song Lithium on CD in my car, just bopping around, driving the kids home from swimming. And I was going to change CDs and put my 21 Pilots CD in, but I ejected it mid-song right after the chorus started playing. And I ejected it, and my radio was also playing Lithium by Nirvana about a half sentence behind where I had just ejected. And of course, I was just sitting there like this. What just happened? Total glitch in the matrix. So you may be like experiencing weird things like that with music, or getting tingles or chills. Okay, so you say, yes, that's true. Whenever I listen to music, I tend to get some crashes. Yeah, so you're really being leveled up spiritually, but especially through that sense of clairaudience. But the gentleness card is popping out once again. And it says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So taking care of yourself is really going to help you tap into these spiritual gifts. But because I was sensing Archangel Michael, I want to grab one from his deck as well. For Elle Bennett, message for Elle about these blue lights. What does she need to know from her guides? Okay. Believe and trust. So believe and trust your intuition around what these lights represent for you, Elle. You already know the truth by tapping into your intuition. But anyway, it says, before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. So yes, you are really going to start trusting your intuition more, Elle, and just saying those prayers to your guides, to your angels, to God, whoever it is you want to talk to. That's going to help them. The fact that you're seeing the lights, you're getting the memo, so to speak, you're going to be bringing more of these gifts to you, because if they keep giving you signs and you're just not seeing them, it's not that they're going to stop, but they're not as encouraged to keep sending signs. But when you are picking up the signs that they are giving you, they're going to send more and more and more and more and more. And it's going to be like the coolest like roadmap. You're picking up breadcrumbs and finding a new path. It's amazing. This really does resonate. Whenever I tried to call Archangel Michael, a blue flash appeared like he's always there. Yeah. So you probably do work with him. You're probably a Blu-ray soul. You can look up what that means. Or an indigo child. Intuitive tarot. What? Oh my God, you aren't just amazing with tarot, but you also have an awesome taste of music. Thank you. I like to think so, but I just like what I like. And I like a lot of different genres of music. But yeah, Elle, music is going to play a major role coming up for you. And now I'm getting chills. But your guides love to communicate to you through music and lyrics even. You can even put a playlist on random and hope, with the intention of getting a message from your guides, and you will receive it by putting your playlist on random or Spotify or Pandora or any of those. I don't know about Spotify, but I know Pandora, you can put it on random. Okay. So I hope that resonated for you. And next we have, Julianne. And then get to Leka Ray, you are after Julianne. Okay, just want to say thank you so much for my reading. This made me better. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, you are very welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you and your beautiful energy here today. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Deanna. You're so sweet. So are you. You are wonderful as well. Okay. Okay, Julianne Brooks says, I'm just seeking guidance from Spirit. Okay, I love questions like this. We'll leave it open to Spirit to let you know what they want you to know. I always love that. Oh, hey, Ethan, I don't think I've said hi to you yet. How's it going? For Julianne Brooks, what guidance does she have coming from Spirit today? Wow, so we have the study card. That's interesting. So Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So I don't know, Julianne, if you've been thinking of going back to school or taking some sort of class or just learning more about a subject. To me, this doesn't feel as official as wanting to go back to school, but if you've been thinking about it, this just could be your validation that that's a good step in the right direction. If you've been thinking about learning more about tarot or oracle cards or any kind of divination or spiritual practice, this is like green light in the direction of spirituality for sure as well. But what else does Julianne need to know from her guides and angels? Nurture. Okay, so there's a lot of self-love, self-care, self-nurturing coming out in these messages as well. But Archangel Gabriel wants you to know, Julianne, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So whether you have children or not, the best child that you can be taking care of in any given moment is your inner child. That child that you used to be when you were younger is still very much a part of you and existing within your being. So being the mother that you always wished you had, or, you know, just taking care of your inner child in a way that you didn't quite get taken care of as a child is really going to help you as you go back and study things or learn things in a new way as well. But I do want to grab one from our Sacred Self-Care Oracle because they were wanting you to nurture yourself. What's a good way that Julianne can take better care of herself? Okay, we have build strength. So I don't know if you've been thinking about taking on some sort of new, wow, your stuff is really all over the place, but it's like a mind, body, soul kind of thing. But building strength and just really wanting to tone your body or just feel better in your body, especially if you've had a lot of aches and pains and just feeling like you could just make things better, get more energy, etc. But that number 6, that unconditional loving number, is following you into this card as well. So just being asked to be that mother to your own inner child and really take care of yourself over these next weeks, months, and of course years. But you may be building strength within your own inner strength as well. I see you're just really tapping more in spiritually and understanding you're a spiritual being, having a human experience, and really allowing more of your spiritual gifts to come online as well. That's definitely what I see for you in the coming months, Julianne. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay. And then we have Get to Like a Ray. And thanks again, you guys, for your donations. I really appreciate that. All the donations you guys send are going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July 2019, get out of the camper she's living in so she can get back to a home. And if you guys ever want to see what that whole process looked like, us going into the house that had burned and going through things and then tearing it down, I have a 3-part vlog series in my description. If you ever want to check out what that was all about and watch, it's a little emotional, or maybe a lot emotional, but it just gives, I guess, you a front row seat as to what actually went down with all of that, and then to see where all your beautiful donations are going. So I appreciate all of that, and thanks again, you guys. Okay, Get to Like a Ray says, what is coming next for me in career and life in general? Any messages from spirit guides? Okay. What is coming for Get to Like a Ray? Ooh, we've already got 2 cards. Okay, sensitivity and talk to your angels. So as collective messages, just messages that keep coming out, keep coming out, keep coming out. We could all be talking to our angels and our guides more, or God or the universe, whoever it is you call to. We all could be talking to them more, but you get to like a ray. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So you can be meditating, asking your guides and angels for the next step, or just help in whatever, clarity, knowing what next steps to take. But you also have that sensitivity card. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So you have more of your spiritual gifts coming online. How can you talk to an angel? You can just, close your eyes or leave them open, and just with your intention, intend to connect with your guides or your angels, those who have your highest and best interest at heart. And you can just, it's almost like it's a telepathic communication. You won't just have this angel descend from your ceiling and start talking to you. I mean, unless you're on some really good drugs or really tapped in somehow, but usually it's more an internal thing. They use your own thoughts, your own feelings. Sometimes they'll post little pictures inside your mind's eye for you to see. That's usually how you get correspondence from them. And sometimes it's just a knowing. When you ask them for guidance, you will get it. You will receive it every single time. It's sometimes they like to make it like a fun little treasure hunt or a puzzle where you got to put all the pieces together, but I think that's half the fun. But you are having more of your gifts come online, so you will be able probably to communicate more clearly with your guides and angels. But let's ask about your career. Get to let Ray. Career, you need to know. Yeah, so you're at a turning point in your career right now. It says time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desire. So if the job you're currently in or the position you're currently in really isn't fulfilling you on a spiritual level, on a financial level, etc., you're just being asked to decide, is this the direction you want to continue? Or if it's not, you can ask your guides and angels to bring you an opportunity that is going to better serve you in the long term. Let's ask another general guidance question. Get a letter Ray. Okay, builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So you're wanting to build or create something new in your life. This could be a creative project, a whole new career opportunity where you're leaving your current work and going somewhere else. But this feels like something that's very hands-on. You're shaping and molding this thing that you're creating. I don't know if this could be a creative project if you're into creating things. This could even just be creating artwork that you want to hang around your home to really make your home look better. But their general advice is you have the ability to build and create the life that you want. You don't have to seek any external source. And of course, though, when you do seek help from your guides and angels, they can actually help speed that process up for you, though. So I hope that resonated and gave you a little bit of guidance. But yeah, it does feel like you're at a turning point in your life, in your career, and asking your guides and angels for assistance or for the next step. That's really going to help illuminate that path and help you figure things out. Okay. All right, you guys. So if you're here for the free question, go ahead and pop your questions into the chat right now. Just one time will do. And then I will intuitively select one of those. And we have about, let's see, it's almost, so 12:37 where I'm at, and I have to be off here at 2. So a little less than, well, no, actually 1:30. So a little less than an hour. Let me check our super chat list just to make sure. So Sabrina has 2 questions, Alyssa. So those are our last 3 questions on the super chat list, because Mary Martell, I don't think, is here. Yoju, Kent Pickett, Alexis G, Tatiana Lartigue. I don't know if any of those people from past weeks are around. If you are, let one of the mods know and we can get you bumped to the front. But if you'd like a guaranteed question answered today, you can always send a super chat, and those super chat donations are going to help my mom get out of her camper. Her house burned down in July 2019, and we're hoping to get her better accommodations. But other than that, we're rounding out the last of our super chats, so it's just going to be a free for all coming up, unless you want to donate and get yourself a guaranteed reading. That's how it works around here. Okay. All right. Okay, Ethan, I'm being drawn to your question. Should I be a psychologist, or should I go more deep into my spiritual path, or could I mix both? Ooh, I bet you could mix both, because I think a lot of people are doing that these days. Okay, for Ethan, should he become a psychologist? Whoa, we got the study card already popping out. Should he become a psychologist or go deeper into spiritual path and freedom? What else? What else? Whoa. Okay, we got three cards. Whoa. Okay, so you have the time to decide as well. Make a decision based on your heart's true desire. So this tells me you already know what to do. Ethan, you already intuitively know what direction you want to go. And to me, it does feel like you are, like, you making it like a spiritual counselor or like a life coach or somebody who can really help people, not just on the mind and body level, but also on a soul level. That's amazing. But with this study card, it says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So you still do have time to figure out how you're going to be making this happen. But with the freedom card, it says here, you're free to do what you choose. So you can mix spirituality with conventionality. You can create your own new healing modality, and that's healing and psychology all combined in one. There's lots of different ways you can do this, Ethan. You've got lots of options. Let me just grab one more from this deck. Yoga. So I feel there's this sense of energy healing as well. You're a healer, and this is something that's really going to help benefit your counseling as well. If you decide to become a more spiritual teacher, more spiritual counselor, you also may use energy healing. You may infuse your words with Reiki healing or energy healing and make those words and what you counsel people through that much more effective. I do something similar before I start my readings or my personal readings or my pick a cards or my lives. I sit down and basically infuse my words before I get going with the help of my guides and angels and higher self. I infuse my words with healing, inspiration, love, and just anything that's going to help people level themselves up. You were very right on my reading. The funny thing just happened. My TV started crashing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's hilarious. So they're already bringing you the answers and you're already receiving the messages. That's amazing, Elle. I love that. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, Ethan, you're going to be combining energy work, maybe even yoga, counseling. Like it's like you're making your own amalgam of healing energy to really help people. But even if you're just using the yoga to really align yourself to be the best type of counselor, you can do that as well. Because I'm really being drawn to the chakras here, all aligned and lit up beautifully, especially that crown. When you can really do the lower work to get to the goodies of that crown chakra, it's like you can really expand your life. It's amazing. So yeah, Ethan, I say go for it. Do what you think you need to do. Yeah, Reiki healing. You are a healer, Ethan. Absolutely. You and Intuitive Tarot both are those indigo type souls, blue ray souls. And healing is just second nature for indigos, blue rays, crystals, rainbows, all star seeds. Okay. You've been trying to align your chakras recently. Well, keep going. You're already on the path. That's amazing. All right, so next on our list we have, was it Sabrina? Yeah, Sabrina, your 2 questions are next, and then we have Alyssa. And then that's the end of our super chat list. So whoever would donate next would be top of that priority list, or it'll just be kind of an intuitive selected from the free questions. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome, Ethan. Thank you so much for your help today as the mod. I always appreciate my wonderful mods. Round of applause for the amazing mods. Sabrina K says, I feel a familiar presence around me. Is it a deceased relative, pet, or someone from another life? Are they my guides? Ooh, I love this. Let's just see if we can feel into the energy of who this is that Sabrina's asking about. Who is this familiar energy that Sabrina is feeling? Whoa, we've got lots happening here. So we've got 4 cards. Wow. Well, look at this one. You are not alone. You're definitely picking up on somebody's energy. And there's no cap or minimum on the donation. You can just donate whatever your heart is called to. Whatever you feel a reading would be worth to you, that's all I ask that you donate. And not a penny more. Oh, thank you so much, Twaina. We will get you added to the list, and it shouldn't be too long of a wait. Okay, so it says here, you are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So you probably do feel them closer to you when you are feeling a little down or a little sad, because they just want you to be reminded that they are still with you. And to me, this does feel like a passed on family member, someone who had a pretty good influence in your life, like a grandparent kind of energy, maybe great grandparent energy is really what I'm feeling. Someone who just, you almost felt like their child. They really loved watching you grow from this side and the other side, however long they've been gone. But we've got the let go, we've got self-sabotage. So they're asking you to let go of the self-sabotage. And we all do this self-sabotage. No one's trying to call you out, Sabrina. But this is just saying, you letting go, I'll read it here. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and we will do everything in our power to protect you. With the self-sabotage, it says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So just really taking that self-care, taking care of yourself, that's the message that this crossed over loved one was wanting you to know. That you need to take better care of yourself and not be so hard on yourself as well. But you also have that gratitude card coming out. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what is in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. So you may be letting go and releasing limiting beliefs. That's kind of a theme of what's going on during this eclipse season, Sabrina. Lots of people are releasing that self-sabotage and the baggage. Grandpa, oh yeah, it definitely feels like a grandfather energy for sure. Yeah, it's like grandparent for sure. Very loving energy. Was he a really gentle-hearted person? Maybe even soft-spoken. Didn't speak a lot, but when he did, it was very heartfelt. That's what I'm feeling. Or just his actions were very heartfelt. Yes, that's who I'm picking up on. Yeah. He does have a very feminine, not to say he was feminine, but his divine feminine energy is very like on point and loving. He was, but he passed away when I was a little girl. Okay, so that's probably why I was picking up that, wanting to be that parent that, you were like a child. He did watch you grow up from beyond the veil, and of course before he left as well. Yeah, he's definitely with you. Let's see. Okay, so what was your second question, Sabrina? Grab a drink of water. Hello, Alexis. Welcome to the chat. How will the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction affect me? Ooh, I love that. Where am I being directed? Ooh, spellcasters. Okay, how will the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction affect Sabrina? Ooh, we already got one coming out. One more, and there it is. Okay, wow. So we have confidence and family. So they're already showing me a pretty clear path of what's going on. So with this confidence card, you're just gaining more confidence in who you are, your abilities, what you're here to do. You're really stepping more into your authentic self. You're really starting to own who you are. And as a result, you're really starting to heal some family traumas, family curses, family, things that happened in your lineage, maybe even eons ago, like long buried secrets and guilts and, things that travel through our bloodlines. You're really healing a lot of family trauma. But also, if there has been a lot of family fighting and just bickering, just you being in the presence of these people, it's like you're a calming sensation to them. Like you really calm the room down. Especially close family members of yours that are fighting amongst themselves. I don't feel like you're involved in any of this fighting, but you're like transmuting this energy. This isn't the first time I've heard this. Oh, wow. So we're really on to something. But you're really transmuting and, creating something new out of this past lineage energy. And of course, this could be as recent as your own parents, cycles and loops within their lives. Wow. And then you also have this Ariel card. So as a result of this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, Sabrina, it says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Boom! I'm going to grab a beautiful Starseed Oracle card for you as well. Yeah, you're really bringing some spiritual gifts online as a result of this healing of your family lineage. And as a result of all of this, you're really gaining more confidence and really stepping into your purpose as to why you even incarnated on this planet. You're really going to start to get a sense of why you're here and what you need to do. Wow, 3 cards came out for you. So we have the Whale and Orca Elders, Share Your Song, Frequency of Sound, and Diving Deep. So you're really diving deep. You're discovering these gifts. I think this goes so well with this card here. And Called. Look at this. Yes, that purpose, that sense of purpose. You're being called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, Sabrina. What did we say? Those new psychic abilities, all 3 of these just go so beautifully together. And also trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So a lot of times when we have a lot of new psychic gifts popping off and a lot going on psychically and spiritually, a lot of times our 3D world can be kind of stagnant or put on hold, or even at times feel like it's crashing down, like a lot is just going on. But you felt called to a mission since you were little. Yeah, absolutely. Most starseeds feel they are here for a greater purpose, that they're here to do big things, and you're no exception, Sabrina. And you're doing it. But just know, if your relationships start getting weird, or things in your life, like me as an example, during my major spiritual awakening, I had a really nice, amazing, fun photography business that the phone literally overnight just stopped ringing. I quit getting calls. All my clients just started going other places, cheaper places, and I felt like this sense of loss of my identity. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe that this business that I had built just dried up overnight. Like, it's like spirit, but it was spirit that did that. It wasn't these people. It's like spirit put a roadblock, like, you're too comfortable here, time to go somewhere else. And I feel something similar, maybe not as drastic for you, Sabrina, but there are just certain ways you're operating that aren't really serving what you're here to ultimately do. So spirit may put some walls up around things that have always worked, but look, you're coming into some new spiritual gifts, and as a result of spirit kind of redirecting your route, you're going to come into your purpose and that mission that you felt called to since you were young. And you're going to get your confidence. You're going to be healing wounds within your family lineage, all as a result. And this is going to bring you to your ultimate purpose and why you incarnated. So I hope that resonates, Sabrina. That's beautiful. Major transformational energy with this conjunction for you. Oh, Czar, thank you so much. We will have you on the list. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. I have about 40 minutes before I have to go. And we have, let me see my super chat list. See if I can find it. Okay, it's not too far up. So we have Alyssa Mitchell, Twaina, and then Czar, I believe. Yes. So we have 3 left on our list. So I think I can continue for at least the next 20 minutes or so to maybe 15 minutes to take another free question in there. But we probably will only be doing 1 more free question. Okay. I can't remember if I just asked everybody. Yeah, for our free question, go ahead and, if you're here for the free question, go ahead and put that in the chat right now and we will get to it. But I think we'll only have time for 1 more free question after this round. So go ahead and get your question in there. And if we don't get your question this round or next round, you can always send a super chat for a guaranteed question. And we will try to get to all of the super chats today. I think we will be able to. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment to get those questions in there while I take a drink of my tea. Okay, Tunisia 1994. Hi Amanda, I'm feeling off these days and I'd like to know how I can contact my angels or spirit guides through pendulum automatic writing. I don't know if I have enough energy to do that. Well, Tunisia, a lot of times our intention, going into something, if we intend, okay, I'm going to sit down now for the next 10 minutes and I'm going to connect with my spirit guides. Just our intention alone is going to put us on the right path, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go to the energy of the 7 oracles real quick to see what guidance they have for you on how you can connect. I do feel you are connecting. It's just maybe things, you're feeling off. When we feel off, even when we are connected to other people and our spirit guides, sometimes it just doesn't really feel like we're connected because we are feeling a little off. But look, waking the lion and higher view. You're feeling off right now because you are in this transitionary period. You're transitioning to something higher. More of your higher self is coming online. More of your spiritual gifts are coming online. The number 41, big changes in your spiritual life. Big changes in the way you see things in life. Big changes, your belief systems, what you think is possible to do, that's changing. You're really expanding what you think is possible for you and how you can connect and what you can do. So even the pendulum and automatic writing, it's like you're going to be able to expand even beyond that to where you can just close your eyes real quick, ask your guides or angels for help on something, and you will receive the answer that way even. That's what they're showing me. Another way you can receive messages from them. And then the number 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, a new beginning. Lots of changes and a new beginning, but waking the lion, you're waking up. That's a spiritual awakening card. Amazing, Tunisia. That's why things feel kind of off right now, is because you're transitioning and bringing more of your spiritual side online. And it feels a little uncomfortable and it feels a little sometimes stagnant or like nothing's happening in your life. Or sometimes like all the things are happening at once and you don't even know where to begin. But I just want to grab one more word of advice for you. Let's go to the Moonology. I feel like you already are connected. I don't see any way other than maybe just setting that intention, any other way that you're not doing. Setting that intention before you sit down to do the automatic writing or whatever it is you're doing. That'll help. Look, it's time to take action. Conclusions are within reach. I love that. Yes. You're closing out that one cycle, and when I get this card, there's 8 of these little, there's one kind of going there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. That reminds me of the 8 of Wands. So it's like conclusions are within reach in your life, Tunisia, and they're going to come quickly. 8 of Wands is very fast-moving energy, very spiritual fire energy as well. So these gifts that you have coming online, they're going to come quick. You're going to start seeing things from a higher view very quickly, and it's time to take action. So taking action in the direction of your dreams, setting those intentions to connect with your guides and angels is absolutely going to help facilitate that connection instantly for you, Tunisia. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay. All right, so for our next super chat, find my list. It's up here. I know it is. Okay, so Alyssa Mitchell, you are next. And then Twaina, you are right after Alyssa. This deck. I'm looking for the deck these cards came from. Alyssa Mitchell, if you're in the house, go ahead and get your question popped into the chat. And then Twaina, you are on deck. All right, Alyssa says, I'm a Capricorn. I need security. I want to know what I'm supposed to do. I love farming and nature and want to be able to help people and animals and be able to connect to spirit. I have no idea how to get my hearts. I think you're still maybe writing because it cut off. But let's see. So Alyssa wants to know what she's supposed to do. She loves stability. She loves farming. Woo! Oh, heart's desire. I should have probably just finished that because I had a feeling that's where you were going with that. Wow, so we have you're on the right path. So Alyssa, whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're intuitively feeling called to start doing, Just wherever you're feeling guided right now, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. It's putting you in alignment with being able to feel stable in your life and to create abundance and stability for other people and animals in your life as well. Because look, you're a spiritual teacher, Alyssa. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So you may be thinking that there's a way you can combine the things you enjoy doing into some sort of business. That's what I'm getting from that card. And of course, it doesn't have to be a spiritual business, so to speak, but you just really are, and like, as I use this as an example a lot. As a high schooler, I worked at McDonald's, but that's not to say that because I worked at McDonald's, I couldn't still be working a spiritual job. I can still be talking to people and spreading my light that way. So this spiritual teacher card, you don't have to, actually be a spiritual teacher, spiritual guru of any kind, but you're bringing more of your spiritual side online in any job or career that you go after. You're feeling blocked. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of people are feeling that energy right now because we are closing out what we once thought was possible for us and stepping into now what we know is possible. Oh, bye, Anna. Have a beautiful day yourself, and thanks again for your donations. We appreciate you. All right, so we have children here as well, Alyssa. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Again, that doesn't mean you have to become a teacher. Much like the spiritual teacher, if children come to your place of work or whatever it is you're creating, they just really benefit. And the way that you go about your life heals children and helps benefit them. But you also have the speaker card. Pairing that up, though, with the spiritual teacher card, it says your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So maybe you are speaking on more spiritual topics, and that is maybe going to create some abundance in your life. Of course, this can look many, many different ways. You don't have to be doing what I'm doing here on YouTube for it to resonate. Let's see, this one just flopped right out. Body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. So I don't know, Alyssa, if you knew this as well. You are a healer. You're someone who can heal with your words, with your touch. Just being near someone, you have a very healing kind of aura, especially when you're feeling in your own power. But I did want to grab you a Believe in Your Own Magic card just to see what you can do to get out of that stuck feeling you've had. I wonder if the losses I've had, I used to want to help adolescent kids. I thought Reiki. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And of course, much like we were talking about with Ethan's question earlier, it doesn't have to look like something that even already exists. You can create your own modality of healing, of helping others. It doesn't have to look like anything that's already out there. But you have the escapist card. Come home to yourself. The reason you're feeling so... how did you put that earlier? Blocked. Yeah, the reason you're feeling so blocked is you're not to say you're not connected to your higher self, but more of your higher self is wanting to come online. So stepping more into a spiritual practice of meditation, prayer, grounding in nature, that's really going to help you feel like more of your higher self is connected to you and coming online. It's when we feel blocked or lost in life is when we don't feel that spiritual connection. That doesn't mean it's not there, because it always, always is. But you're really letting some of that ego step aside to allow more of your higher self to come online. And look, you've got the change number. 3 + 2 is 5. You're really experiencing a lot of changes in your life. You feel inadequate. Yeah. So maybe just doing some healing around feeling inadequate, because listen, education does not equal success. A lot of people go to school, they rack up a lot of student loan debt, and then they don't even go work a job for what they went to school with or for. So don't feel inadequate or less than because you didn't go to school. Alyssa can go to the school of Alyssa Mitchell and learn to do things Alyssa's way and create a beautiful life and abundance and stability for yourself, doing things your own way. You don't have to follow the crowd. And I feel like you are someone who goes to the beat of your own drum anyway. I just want to get one more card for you, Alyssa. Yeah, exactly, Alexis. Some of the most successful people in the world didn't attend college. Yeah, look, Spirit's asking you to slow down and just celebrate yourself. Celebrate how far you've come. Really do that healing with that feeling inadequate, and that's going to really bring some new energy for you, because 2 + 9 is 11, awakening. You're awakening to your higher self. And the best education any of us can get from anyone is the education we get from that connection to our higher self, to our soul. Our soul knows us better than anyone, and the most beautiful information and guidance that we can receive is from our own higher self. So I hope that brought you a little guidance, just checking in with your inner self, doing some meditation, grounding. That's really going to help you get in alignment with what it is you're here to do and get that sense of purpose, Alyssa. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, next we have, find my list, Twaina, I do believe, Twaina. Yeah. And then we have one more free question, probably our last one, quite possibly, but maybe not. We're at 1:05, I gotta pop off here about 1:30, so we might have time for one more free question. Twaina wants a message from spirit guides. Okay, let's do that. Oracle of 7 energies from Twaina spirit guides. What message do Twaina spirit guides have? Wow, a deep breath. Look, you've got that spiritual number 7. So they want you to take some time to breathe, take some time to meditate and really connect and get present in the present moment. Meditation, breathing exercises, that's really going to help you, Twaina. And number 7, that's, I don't know if you're a life path 7, but the number 7 is going to play a really important role coming up for you. But just really coming home to yourself as well, just finding a quiet place. This to me feels very serene and quiet. And I don't know if it's possible. I mean, some people live in very chaotic households, and finding a moment's peace is not always easy. But if you can find a moment to pamper yourself, to take a hot bath or a nice shower, and just clear your energy, that will really help you come into alignment with what's coming for you. Because you're really closing out a cycle, Twaina. Okay. Yeah, 29, Awakening Genius. And we've got the number 11 for you as well. So 711, 117, you may be seeing those numbers. Your day was meditating, repotting herbs, and baking. Oh, wow. So you're already taking this guidance to heart. You're already doing those things. Those all sound very beautiful things you can be doing. Yeah, connecting with yourself, meditating, repotting herbs, and baking. That sounds like the perfect day to me, really. It really does. But you're awakening to your inner genius. You're awakening to your higher self more. And the more you can put yourself in these peaceful kinds of activities, these meditative kind of activities, it's going to help you awaken even more. Because when we're really stressed out and really busy and go, we can't slow down and really harbor that good connection to spirit that we could if we could slow down. So slowing down, really feeling and tapping into what it is you need. They want me to take also a sacred self-care oracle for you, Twaina. Yes, you can, Gina. Yeah, we are still open for donation. Thank you so much. Okay, Twaina, you got 2. Okay, wow. So we have look for fairies. So the number 3 there is really standing out. So doing things that are really creative. When this card comes out, I've only had this card come out one other time, and it was in a recent reading. I can't remember if it was the 2021 reading or a weekly reading. I've done so many readings lately, I don't remember. Yeah, you can donate on PayPal, and the link for that is in the description, and just however much you feel called to donate. And all your donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in 2019, to help get her out of the camper that she's in. So just however much you feel. Yeah, so look for fairies, Twaina, connecting with the earth elementals, and especially, you repotting the herbs. You're already feeling this connection to the earth. If you can get outside and walk in nature, connect with nature, that's a really beautiful word of advice. Then with the pleasure card, I mean, you don't have to take this one literally, but just doing the things that make you feel happy and excited about life. Not working now, how to take a break. Yeah, so you're already really doing the things that are serving your highest good. Taking time out to just live a more pleasurable life, that you're not go, stress. So you're already heeding what message spirit has for you. So just keep following your intuition. Follow your intuition. Feel, you're going to be feeling more of your higher self come online. That's what they're trying to show me. I do want to grab you one more, right as they said that. I want the Sacred Traveler. Just see what we have here for you, Twainer. Okay. All right. Wise leader. Look at that. You are a beacon for others. So you taking that time away, Twaina, to take care of yourself, that really sent a message to people you know that they don't have to be on 24/7 either, that they don't have to be go, go, go all the time. And I have a message received 222 from Clarissa. Thank you so much for your donation. And you can let my mod know, whichever person you are here in the chat. If that's Gina Lee, I'm not sure. But let me know, or let one of them know. You always answer questions when I'm typing out the answers, Amanda. I love that. And I'm not even, like, I try not to look at it. Yes, that's you. Okay, cool. So Gina Lee, we can get you on the list. But Twaina, you're just you taking that step away and taking care of yourself really sent a message to people that you are, you know, you're someone to watch because you know what's up. You've been trusting your intuition, and that's going to give them permission when they feel overwhelmed to take a time out for themselves as well. So you really are being a leader to others, even if you don't realize you are. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so where are we on our super chat list? Okay, I think we're ready for our next free question. So this will be our very last free question here today, but I may be back tonight. I have my critique group starting in about 50 minutes from now, but I did want to take a little minute to get some food and kind of get in the headspace for my critique writing group. And then I may be back, depending how tired I am. I may be back after that's over. That usually lasts about 2 hours. But who knows? I might be back later tonight. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright. Hello, Philo. How are you today? We'll take one drink of water and then we'll get this question selected. Okay, Alexis wants to know, what do my guides need me to know? Okay, we're going to ask Archangel Michael for Alexis Giamona. What do my guides need me to know for Alexis? Okay, we've got God is in charge and a favorable outcome. So when this God is in charge card comes up, a lot of times this is us feeling kind of out of alignment or out of balance. And it's good that this one came up as well. Look how balanced that is. So if you feel like life is a little chaotic, just so much going on, a lot's just out of your control, just knowing that God's in charge, give your worries to God, Alexis. Just allow yourself not to be burdened by the stress or worries of what's going on in the world. Just knowing that everything is happening as it should, that, you know, everything happens for a reason. We're always in the right place at the right time. You know, all the cliches, you've been all out of whack. Yeah, just be praying to your guides, your angels, God, whoever it is you pray to or talk to. Pray to them that you will soon know what all of this out of whack energy is trying to point you in the direction of. But you also have a favorable outcome. So if there's something you're stressed out about, having enough money to pay a bill, a fight with a loved one, anything that's kind of off in your life, or even just the energy where everything's feeling a little off, just know it's going to work out for your highest good. There is a favorable outcome for you, Alexis. But Spirit was actually also directing me up to Sabrina K's question for her friend Bess. So Sabrina, hold the line for that one. I do want to get that one before we go as well, before we're done with the free questions. Okay, so for Alexis, what else does she need to know? Woo! Yeah, a time to give rather than take. So maybe this is just saying, you know, pay it forward. Do something nice for someone, even if you don't really feel this person deserves it. This can be as simple as being out and about and you pay someone a compliment. I really love your coat. I love your shoes. Paying someone a compliment, that really helps. You know, as an example, Gina Lee says, your hair is so fabulous. Thank you, Gina. That was very sweet of you. You know, you never know how that's going to help someone or put a little brightness in their day. Time to give rather than take. Give your energy. If you can, of course, don't stress yourself out if that's not feasible for you. Make a donation to charity, or just pay it forward with a compliment. Or if you're going through like a coffee line or a food line, you can pay for the person behind you, kind of vibe. Just little things. It doesn't have to be anything like extravagant or major, but just something that just shows the universe that you're willing to give, and then the universe in return will want to give back to you 3 times over, 4 times over, 10 times over. So I hope that makes sense for you, Alexis. Okay. I just want to grab one more card for you, Alexis. Being directed to this one. Alexis needs to know. Her guides. Woo! Yeah, angel therapy. Yeah, so you must really be worried about something. It says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So that's just that reminder that you don't have to go this life alone. You don't have to be stressed out alone. You can give your cares and worries to God. Remember that God is in charge card that you've had. Just don't stress out. And I know it's so hard to say, but you really, you can give your cares and burdens and worries to God or your angels or your guides. That's crazy. I needed that. I've been feeling alone lately. Haven't been my usual bubbly self. Yeah, but I feel like that's going to change. You really are going to be able to step back into that bubbly self and be the one really helping take care of other people who are feeling stuck. Yeah. And you will come into that point where you've gotten the guidance and the information you need so that you can help other people now. So that time of give rather than take, that could be coming up for you. Okay, so I wanted to address Sabrina K. Are you still here? For your friend Bess, feeling stuck in her life, she feels there is an invisible barrier that prevents her from doing what she needs to do. Okay, I'm being called over here to work your light. Yes, you're here. Okay, for Bess. What can Bess do to break the barrier? That's what we want to ask. What can Bess do to break the barrier? Okay, and one flipped in the deck. I'm going to take that one as well. Okay, wow. This is interesting. So we've got the Akasha card. Your guidance is divinely guided. So she really is just feeling this disconnect with her purpose or what she's here to do or her higher self. But that connection is really going to come back online for her. And of course, a really good way, and I'm getting chills, a really good way for her to get reconnected or feel more connected is to do some meditation, to put the intention that she's going to, she can picture that invisible barrier that's blocking her from moving forward and envision that barrier dissipating or moving away, and then her stepping over the barrier that she was feeling there. I mean, this is a quick meditation she can do that's like 5 minutes long. That will help her energetically move beyond this invisible barrier that she's feeling. Then also with that Lemuria card, it says, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So the reason she's feeling that is because she is in the bridge between two worlds, the 3D world, the 5D world, the 3D consciousness, the 5D consciousness. She is a I can already pick up on her energy, very caring, very giving person. And, she just doesn't know what else to do, what direction to go in. But they're just showing with this card that that's because a lot of ways of her operating, feeling like she has to give to other people and not really expect much in return. That's changing, and she's going to start receiving a lot of downloads, like information, ways that she can improve her life by tapping into that meditative place, that higher self, and getting information on ways she can create a new life, because she is probably someone who had a past life in Lemuria. That's the reason she's feeling this barrier right now, because the world is shifting. We are shifting toward a more fifth dimensional consciousness, a service to others, which she's already in that service to others kind of headspace. I feel she's very giving, very caring, but she has trouble receiving help from others. And that might be part of her invisible barrier is spirit, the energy coming in, other people in her life. They're all trying to offer her help in some way, but she feels like she really isn't worthy of it or deserving of it, or, oh no, I don't need it, I'll do it myself. If she can just be open to receiving love, receiving guidance, receiving help from spirit, she will receive what she needs and then some. Yes, she is very giving. Yes. Relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So Bess may be in a bit of a power struggle or a weird relationship dynamic with someone in her life. I mean, this could be as simple as something someone said, like as a snide comment on social media, or someone in her life that she's kind of a little upset at right now because they maybe said something that made her upset, or she's said something that upset someone when she didn't mean it the way they took it, something like that. It feels very innocent, maybe just like a miscommunication kind of thing. But she can give the worry or stress about that situation to her guides and angels, and they will resolve and help her move through that. So I hope that resonates for dear beautiful Bess, that giving, caring person she is. Okay, Maya Ellie, thank you so much for your donation. So that was our last free question, I do believe, of the chat. I do like to wrap the chat up, or I call it the chat, the live. I like to wrap the live up with a general reading for all of us, which we are rounding out the end of our list here. We've got Czar up next, and then Gina Lee, and then we just had Maya Ellie donate. So after we do those three questions, I'm going to be doing a collective reading for all of you who are still here on the chat. We're going to just see what else wants to come through about this great conjunction and ways we can best use this information. So Czar, go ahead and post your question. And then we have Gina Lee, and then Maya Ellie. And then we're going to have to close out. Yes, you are added to the list, Maya. Thank you so much for your donation. Oh, you're so welcome, Sabrina. So very welcome. Okay, Czar, if you're in the house, go ahead and get your question out there. And then Gina Lee, you're right after Czar, and then Maya Ellie. Been wanting to catch you for a long time. Oh, I'm so glad we were able to make this happen today. And the guys, I may be back again later today, depending on my energy level, after the 2-hour-ish critique group, and making sure I do some self-care in between. Really stuck in my depression. I can't grasp anything that brings me joy. I can't create at all. How can I work past this? Girl, you're singing my song. Yeah, for sure. I totally feel that myself. And I feel like this is just that transitory transition, between worlds. We're transitioning between worlds, and it feels very stuck. I mean, I was just thinking today, earlier, and couple weeks ago even, that I just can't get into the holiday spirit this year. I usually, well, really any year since my Kundalini awakening, it just doesn't resonate the way it did once before. And I just wish, I wish anything, that I could just feel this amazing joy of life again. And it's been hard. It's been hard. But let's see how Czar can move through this depression. We had one pop. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, you are in this closure cycle. That's why things feel very stagnant, or just like you're not moving forward in your creative projects, because you're walking away from this older energy. This does not mean you're walking away from your projects. Your projects probably were on the back burner, so you could work through this stuff so you'd have more passion, more energy to get in the zone. But look what's coming ahead for you. You do have passion coming back. It has to do with your career as well. Your writing, all the stuff you want to do creatively for your career, and maybe a channel, who knows, right? And then there's this sense of peace that comes over you as a result. I mean, man, I didn't really decorate for the holidays either. Yeah, we put our tree up, and to me, it was like a chore, and I felt so bad. I'm trying to be all peppy and excited with my kids, but it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. So I know exactly that energy you're talking about. But look, you have, as a result of this closure, this walking away from this old energy of 3D Earth, stepping more into the 5D template, I have never felt passion. I don't logically understand or how to feel it. Well, yeah, look though, I think it's on the horizon for you. It's gonna be this sense of fluttery heart, excitement when you think about your writing or whatever it is you're trying to create, the YouTube channel, whatever you're wanting to create for a career, something career oriented. You're gonna feel it probably for the first time. And it's gonna feel very foreign, but it's almost gonna overtake your body in a good way for a moment, and you're gonna be like, wow, This is it. I'm feeling it. But after that, it's going to bring you a sense of peace, and you're going to know you're on the right path. That's really what they're showing me. I'm going to grab one from the Work Your Light Oracle. Are about this depression, how she can feel this passion. Okay, wow. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Yes, so you're really getting, as a result of, closure and walking away, by tapping into yourself, that heart chakra, really, meditating and doing all that inner work. It's gonna come, like, they're showing me like this book, not your book, so to speak, but like Akashic record book that was like closed with like a lock on it. It's like they're now opening the book for you. Like the lock, you didn't even need to find the key to unlock it. It's just like, because as a result of the closure of these older energies, it's like the book of your Akashic records of just what it is you're moving toward is opening for you by tuning into the portal of your heart. That's what it says there, inner temple. Devotion, devoting yourself to your spiritual practice more than your creative side right now, because you're closing out a cycle, you're moving more. It's like a new template of ways of operating that all of us are moving into, and you're no exception. You're moving into this energy, and as I put this back, look what's on the bottom, that pregnancy card, protection. You're coming online with new, it's like a whole new template, whole new way of operating, and it feels more exciting, more peaceful, and more passionate, all rolled into one. So I should continue to just be and do inner struggles, or is there some physical action needed? Let's see what Archangel Michael says. Anything you can do to move through this, any physical actions, what she can do. Okay. Be gentle with yourself. Yeah, this feels like an inside job. Absolutely. Absolutely. But though I do want to see if there's anything else you can do. Because a lot of times, we think, oh, I'm meditating, I'm thinking, I'm doing these things. But a lot of times we want, it is dense. Yeah, I feel it too in my day-to-day life. It's like, it's like I'm not even present in my own life a lot because it's so heavy. But let's see if there's a physical thing you can do that'll help you move through this quicker. Wow, self-respect. Yeah, be gentle with yourself. So this is a very internal thing. But they are showing me just you, and this has been a pretty big theme of the day as well, with the intentions. Just setting the intention that you are, that closure card you had, you're walking away from the old energy, you're walking through it, I don't know if you know that song, or it's not a song. I mean, it is a song, but it's also a book. The Bear, The Bear Hunt. You know that book, that song, we're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. But they have to move through it. They can't go around it. They can't go under it. They got to go through it. So, yeah, I think it's just a feeling we all kind of got to go through and feel our way through. And I'm getting chills all the way down my legs and arms. I think we all just collectively have to move through it to be able to get out on the other side and close that door to come through. But yeah, besides your intention, I think the intention itself and, the meditating and the tapping in and the learning the self-love, I think, those are all very internal actions, but those actions will help you. But just the external action I think you can take is just put the intention out there that you're moving through these things, you're healing them as you go, and that this sad, depressive energy will be a thing in the past very soon for you, Czar. And hopefully for me too. Yes. I feel it. I really do. Okay. Gina Lee, you're up next. Oh, you're so welcome, Czar. So much love to you too. Yes, we can all get through this together, guys. We can do it. You won't let it defeat you. I won't let it defeat me either. We're going to hang on and get through this. What were we thinking? We signed up to be here. What were we thinking? This is a lot harder than we thought it would be. So Gina Lee, if you are here, your question is next, and then we are going to close out the rest with Maya Ellie, and then we're going to do a general reading for everyone who's here. We're going to probably draw 1 or 2 cards just to see what else we can do to move through and into this new energy with the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter and what this means for us. Okay, Gina Lee, are you here? Go ahead and post your question. I can tag you, but I don't know if that means you're here or not. If you can get your question in the chat. Otherwise, Maya Ellie, if you can put your question in the chat and we can go ahead and go with whoever posts theirs first. We'll get to both of them, but I just want to keep this moving. I do have to sign off here about 1 to 5 minutes from now, but I want to get through these questions without having to rush too. Okay. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Why did we think I could handle, why did I think I could handle this? Do I really need this? But others need me, I know. So I need to help them. Yes, yes, yes. I feel the same way. Okay, Maya Ellie says, what is coming toward me in love in 2021? Would love, I would love something stable and lasting. Wow. Let's get into this from Maya Ellie. And Gina Lee, if you're here, you can go ahead and post your question as well, because we're going to do your question and then our collective reading, and then we'll close out. Okay, so we have the flirt card for you, Maya. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So just putting yourself out there a little more. It's funny because this actually happened in a recent reading. They showed me these dating apps, but then they put a big X through it. Like, this is not the way you're going to meet someone who's worthy of your love and attention. But on the back of the deck here, we've got release your ex. For you, Maya, releasing your ex, it says the time has come to clear your energy. So even if you haven't had a lot of exes, just past relationships that you've been in or wished you could have been in, unrequited love, crushes that just didn't return affections, anything from your past in your love life that may be holding you back, you can do a cord cutting meditation, but instead of cutting it, I say remove it by the roots. You know, pull it out, cord removal, cord pulling, whatever you want to call that. Because if we just cut it, the roots are still there. Just like a weed, it's going to grow back thicker and hardier than ever. And when you can pull out those energetic cords by the roots and release them with love and put them back from whence they came, they're not yours anymore, then you can heal the area where that energetic cord was attached to you. Heal that energy and clear your aura for a new love to come in. So I'm going to grab you one from this deck as well. Woo, from Maya. What else does Maya need to know for her love life? So doing that healing really is going to bring you in alignment with someone who is on your level. And then here we have this card as well. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I think that goes really well with this card as well. Releasing, working through any emotions you had about exes or about not having love in your life currently. Working through those emotions, that's really going to put you in alignment with someone. But let's just see with the Angel Answers deck if they're going to give us any information about when you can expect somebody in 2021, if it's possible for you in 2021, whatever's popping out. Wow, yeah. So we've got improving health, if you believe, and there's something better. So the person that you're going to be able, definitely pairs hand in hand. Yes, it does. There's going to be something better for you in 2021 than you've allowed or had come into your life before. Because you're doing that healing, you're really stepping up your game with yourself, your personal development, becoming the person you want to be. Then you're going to get someone better. If you believe love is possible for you in 2021, look at that. It will be. And you will be improving your health. So this could be your spiritual, physical, mental health. All of them really do go hand in hand. You can't really upgrade your health in one area and not have it positively affect you in all the other areas. So I'm just seeing you really want to level up, Maya. And as a result, you're going to be attracting someone who is worthy of your love, who is on your level, someone who, it feels like a dream come true to you as well. 3:33 Eastern time. Yes, 333 in the house. All right, that feels good, Maya. I just want to grab one quick archetype card just to see a little taste about this person's personality. Just since we're here, we might as well do this. And then Gina Lee, or the initial CL that donated. If you're in the house, please drop your questions so that I can get right into it after Maya's question. Okay. All right, so let us know for Maya's future partner, what type of person? Well, we got two. Okay, so we have hero, heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. And that's funny because that's kind of the journey you're currently on and will be on a lot of 2021, is just leveling yourself up, personally empowering yourself. You also have the vampire card, makes you aware of someone or something that is draining your life force. So this is going to be someone who really empowers you to step away from things that are draining your life force. This person understands your worth, and they're never going to be the type of person who takes you for granted. That's really what I'm getting. So I hope that gave you a little taste of what may be to come for you, Maya, with the personality of your future person. And thanks again for your donation and your question. Okay. It's like our purposes are aligning. Yes, it's amazing. Born Royal. I love your guys' little comments to each other. So fun. I miss half the fun because I'm busy doing this stuff. Gina Lee, are you still here? I have not seen her comment at all since we did that initial call out for her reading. If she had to go, I guess we can always add her to our recurring list and just ask for her next time, or maybe later today if I do come back. I may be back later, guys. I'm not sure. But while we're waiting for her, if she does decide to come forward now, we will go ahead and get to her question. But in the meantime, where am I being guided? They're saying over here. Okay, and they want the healing cards as well. So two healing decks on hand here. Okay, so as the collective, anyone watching this or hearing this right now, this is your message for what these energies of the, I almost said eclipse, the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, what are these energies bringing to us? And we have moving forward fearlessly. And this card came out earlier from this deck. So we're gonna, start moving forward through our depression, through our, kind of stuckness, that stuck energy, that staleness, and moving on from toxic situations that are no longer serving us. We're going to move forward from this sense of empowerment rather than, oh no, I better run away from this thing and run over here. We're not moving with that sense of fear to another thing. We're moving fearlessly. We're moving with confidence, majorly. We did a free reading for Alexis G, and she was on the holdover list. Should we take her off? Yeah, that's a good idea. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. All right, so we also have massage as our kind of health directive here. So massaging our own, like if your shoulder hurts, or your neck, you can kind of massage your own area. And again, with our intentions, putting that intent that healing energy is going to move through us and into us to heal these areas. Because when moving through the energies that this age of Aquarius is bringing on for us, yes, the light workers will also be receiving new gifts. That's absolutely true. But us moving through this energy, it's really, it's going to take a toll on our physical bodies because we're doing, for the first time ever, we're ascending with a physical body. And that is not an easy thing for a carbon-based body to ascend to a dimensional frequency. Never been done before as far as I know, but it's happening. So let's just get one more word of advice. Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Let's go there. Okay. What can we do to take care of ourselves through these energies? Beauty ritual. Number 5, big changes. Yes. So some of us may be changing up our look or our wardrobes or the way that we operate, the way we present ourselves to other people. And this could even be us presenting more of our authentic self. Taking some of the masks off because, we all wear certain masks. Just think of it. You act one way with your parents, you act another way with your best friends, you act another way with acquaintances. When you can make all those versions of yourself almost the exact same person, that's how you know you're in your authentic self. But if you feel you have to be one way with this group of friends, another way with your parents, another way with this group of friends, that's how you kind of know you're not your authentic self, because all versions of yourself should be in alignment. You should be that same person with all the people in your life. And the more inner work we do, the more we bring these people into alignment. But for some of us, this could just be as simple as getting our hair did, getting our nails did, or doing it for ourselves. Whatever resonates for you. If you want to spend money on that kind of thing, that's your prerogative. Some people don't like to spend money on that kind of thing and just want to do it themselves or not at all. But I think some of us are just being asked to step up our self-care, taking care of our physical body, not just the things that we have to do, and especially the moms in the chat. Moms have entered the chat. We put our husbands, our kids before our own, self-care needs. We can go 8 days without washing our hair but still be making sure everyone else is fed and clothed and bathed. But I'm calling all of us out. We can all take better care of ourselves. So I think we're going to have to add Gina Lee to our holdover list. I may be back later today. Still not sure if I'm doing that or not. I have 1:40. I have 20 minutes till my meeting, and I want to go make myself some quick lunch. So I will say bye to you guys today. Oh, no, general love reading. Okay, I can do that, Beauty 2020. I can do that real quick because I was just about to sign off. But we got you, girl. Okay, so let's get a love reading for Beauty 2020, and then we will sign off. But I may be back later on chat to be taking more questions. Who knows? We'll see how my energy levels are. Okay, for Beauty 2020. Woo! Yeah, getting to know each other. There will be someone coming forward that you're really spending a lot of quality time with. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yes. And this is someone you can be your authentic self with. You don't feel you have to wear any kind of mask. Remember what we were just talking about with the masks. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this is going to be someone who is at a more, spiritual aligned path as you. Like I'm stumbling over my words because Spirit's like showing me. You guys are going to be on the same spiritual wavelength, because I think before Beauty 2020, you got a lot of people who just weren't it spiritually or emotionally, or you couldn't connect to them emotionally. This feels like a person coming in for you in 2021. That's going to be someone who just really wants to be with you, wants to share their vulnerable side with you. And that might be something totally new to you, and something more spiritually based. Also, this person you got the Child Divine card. This is someone, the light attributes say innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine, religious factors or spirituality, divine. This person is very intuitive, very tapped in with their psychic abilities and gifts. This is going to be someone you can have those really deep conversations about aliens and conspiracy theories and the world. And they love having those kinds of conversations with you. And I also see with the Seeker card here, they're going to be someone who has a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. They're seeking the truth. They are wanting to get to the bottom of things. And I don't know why I brought up like the whole conspiracy theory thing, but this person, they've got their own ideas about the way that we've been lied to in the world. And they see the writing on the wall with systems in place. They see that there's something better out there for the way we can operate in the world. So Beauty 2020, this person, now my right ear is really ringing. This person feels like someone who just has your really, really good, pure intentions, very divine intentions. And this is just an alpha male, totally divine masculine on point. And look at this, my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this is just letting me know you can connect with this person right now by going into meditation and connecting up with this person's higher self. Even if you don't know what name to call them, if you don't know them yet, you are just being able to connect with the energy of your next love. And it feels like a soulmate connection. This person is from your soul family, and they're reuniting with you because you guys are about to get down to business and really create a beautiful life in this 3D world. So I hope that resonates for you, Beauty 2020, and all of you beautiful lovelies still here in the chat. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back here at the Dunn Creative Live. And next, if I don't come back later today, I may or may not. I'm not sure. But I have my whole zodiac sign list from Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. I broke down the energies for 2021. I didn't get as much into the astrology as I wanted because time and kids home on Christmas break and time factors just didn't allow. But there's still some amazing energies coming in that you guys can really benefit by watching your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And if you want to know more about your love life, you can watch your Venus sign placement video, your spiritual life, your Jupiter sign placement video, etc., etc. That'll all be popping off next week. I'm going to upload 3 videos per day, Monday through Thursday, to get all 12 videos out to you guys. But I may be back later today for a secret live, and you guys will be the only ones to know, those of you who tuned in here now. But if I don't return today, I will see you guys live again, possibly next Saturday, but for sure next Sunday. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a beautiful December 21st solstice and amazing, great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn tomorrow. Be sure, if you can, to look into the sky. If it's not overcast, it's been overcast where I'm at for almost 2 straight weeks, so I haven't been able to see them getting closer in the sky, and I'm a little bit sad about that. And it's very overcast today, and it's supposed to be overcast tomorrow, so I may not be able to see it with my eyes. But if you can, get out there and see it. Once in an 800-year event happening. And thanks again, you guys. I know I already said this, but I'll say it again. Thanks again, you guys, so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see all of you right here back at the Dunn Creative. All right, bye, guys. I'll see you on Flippity Flip.